All right.
All right. I think we're live. I think we're actually live. Once again. We did it.
It's working. It's working.
We did the thing. It snuck. It snuck up.
Just so everybody is aware, we're testing a whole new method of streaming. We got a whole new setup here going on. So if things are a little wonky and weird and different, I'm sorry. Thank you all so much for being with us, hanging out with us once again. We are Film Heat Live, and today we're looking at Father's Day movies. We are putting them into a bracket and pitting them together head to head in an elimination style bracket. We found the very best one. Who's the best?
The
Daddy.
Mac Daddy.
The Mac Daddy. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, Bag Sports says, can somebody fart live asking for Tommy? I don't know. I don't have one in the chamber right now.
Yeah, we let those fly around here. So if you get it, you get it.
I need to.
Yeah,
I need
you
to
just
start
gotta
saving
hang
them.
out.
I need to start saving them up for times like this. I will. Next
Just
time
for
I
you,
got one,
Bag
just for
Sports.
you. Oh man.
Y'all just gotta hope. Y'all just gotta hang out and hope to catch one live. That's all. That's all I can tell you.
That's right. For some reason, it's not like showing me Tally Hellion Skinbird. Hello and welcome. Thank you for hanging out over there on the YouTube. This is our first time streaming to the YouTube. I'm super excited about it.
It's our first YouTube viewer. And they're gone.
Happy. Oh man. The Ricky
All right.
Bobby of Father's Day movies. Oh, I miss the racing movie bracket we did. That was a good time. All right. This is good. This is fun. I like being able to bring people up and put you on the spot. Risky Photography wants someone to fart for her too.
We can
So
all
we got 2
dream.
requests for farts.
I mean,
We got to give the people what they want, guys.
I didn't know we had that many German viewers.
I will not.
Eden Owl, great to see you. Put you on the spot. I can put everybody on the spot. Take the heat off of us a little bit. Completely hide Argo there. I'm sorry, Argo. Let me bring your face back. Chat messenger block.
That's fine. You're never going to stop hearing this drink now that we have a new format.
Yeah, we have a new format. We're no longer using Discord to communicate, so we don't have Discord's built-in sound suppression. So Argo's just going to be swirling his drink the entire time.
I mean, Even Discord can't suppress that drink. He drinks some of the coldest, most chilled of drinks. He ain't drinking no
That's
lukewarm
right.
shit. So
Ice from the Alps, from the Rockies. Back Sports says, we need to do another racing bracket. You messed up the first time.
we love feedback.
The bracket does not lie. The bracket,
It's infallible.
yeah, that's right. The bracket knows all.
We
You did
just
not
haven't
argue
done-
with the bracket
That's
as
right.
many times as I've wanted to.
The bracket.
I've very wanted to.
That's right. It boils it down pretty nicely. We could do, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, the only
Speaking
way
of
you can-
Argo, maybe you should do a Greek Roman theme one of these days. Jason and the Argonauts. Hey, that's a good idea. We could be Film Heat and the Argonauts, tweaking the Argonauts,
Titans.
the Titans of movie brackets. All right, let me come over here. We're gonna put a stop to the music. Thank you, Duty Free Music, and let's get right into this bracket. Let's take a look at our films. I can make it just a little bit bigger there. Let me know if things are weird or wonky or small or big or loud or quiet or awesome. And
If you think I'm big, we already know that.
I'm huge in Japan. So all right. So our daddy movies this week are going to be 1999's Big Daddy, 1991's Father of the Bride, 2003's Big Fish, 1997's Father's Day, the eponymous, 1987's 3 Men and a Baby, and 2008's Taken.
Yeah.
Stoked.
That's right. Taken 1. I was reminded that there's more than one of those movies for some reason.
And I think maybe a series.
Oh man, really?
I think so.
People just do anything for money.
The
I guess I will
things.
too. So let me know what I can do for money out there. I will do it probably. Anything for the right price.
Yeah. No, there's a 2-season or 2-season freaking series.
Oh wow, that's hilarious. So this movie this week was kind of a not refreshing, just kind of a real sweet week. A lot of these movies were like really kind of comfort watches, you know. None of these movies really blew me away, except for maybe Big Fish. I mean, it's a phenomenal movie, but yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll get into it. Let's get into it. All right, let's take a look. Heat number 1. We're talking Big Daddy versus Father of the Bride. Let me get a banner so you know what we're talking about.
Put it right over my face.
It's under your face. You got to peek over it. You got to hide behind it if you want to be
Yeah, it's a ticker. You can't hide.
hidden. There's no hiding. So let's take a look at some trailers real quick, just to remind everybody what we're talking about here. And let's look at Big Daddy, 1999, Adam Sandler. I hope that this can be heard as well. Let me know if you can't hear this.
Oh yeah, there's no audio for it on the stream.
Oh,
Or
there's
for
no
us.
audio for it on the stream. Can you guys hear it?
Me? No.
Oh no.
Well, just use your eyeballs. You look with your eyes.
Damn. Okay. Well, that sucks. I'm sorry. Let me.
Yeah, I did that for you. Herder. I'm Adam Sandler.
Oh, here's a fun fact. That little kid right there. I don't know if anybody has seen
my own ass.
Riverdale, the Netflix show.
Oh yeah.
Jughead Jones.
Oh really?
Yeah, that kid plays Jughead Jones
No
in
shit.
Riverdale. Yeah, or one of them. I think they're twins. There's 2
Yeah.
kids.
They were
Yeah.
Disney Channel stars, so
Yeah.
they were on the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I'm pretty sure
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
they became
Cole
real famous.
Sprouse. That's
Disney.
it. That's the one.
Yep,
Well
they're
then,
not as cute now. They grew up. This happens to everybody, huh?
see, I didn't know anything that happened between here and Riverdale, so I didn't know they were the same person.
We're judging you, Eden. Now you're on the screen. Put you on display to be judged.
Somebody could just get a Happy Meal.
Yeah.
That patented Adam Sandler yell.
Oh, you know what? And that guy right there, that's the director. The guy that plays the not ready for Halloween guy. That guy right
Really?
there. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Some life cereal. Here, take my watch.
Yeah. Getting shaken down.
Yeah, be ready next year. He tells them.
That's right. Respect Halloween. Put some respect.
Put some respect on it.
Are we supposed to get audio from the film? Unfortunately, I guess not. I guess that's not working.
Yeah,
in
you're
this
supposed
setup.
to. But that's one of the
Yes.
aforementioned bugs.
Yeah. So we're going to be
We're
ironing
bugging.
things out as we go. We're just kind of experimenting with a new broadcasting system here. We're using something called StreamYard, and it makes a lot of things easier for us, but we'll see if it's worth it in the end.
Is it in the settings? Maybe audio.
I just don't know.
Risky, did you really not notice there was no sound? Did you really?
Well, we told you what some of it sounded like. The Happy Meal part. You know exactly what that sounded
Right.
like.
It's just Adam
I mean-
Sandler going, oh,
I wipe my own ass.
I wipe my own ass. So if you've been with us for a while, you might have an idea of how we feel about Adam Sandler on the whole, in general. If you're new here, we don't love him. Spoiler alert. Not our favorite guy. However, not everything that he's done is complete garbage.
Yeah.
As we saw in Big Daddy. I thought that was a pretty good movie. You know, of course, I've seen it before a lot of times as a kid and a young adult, but it's been quite some time since I've seen it. So I was excited to see if it held up better than Waterboy, which we completely drug through the mud on our football episode. I believe that's available on podcasts. If you're not already subscribed to our audio podcast, go and find them everywhere podcasts are gotten. Listen to those while you're at work, in the car, all those good times. End of plug. So Big Daddy held up surprisingly well. It's a sweet little movie. Kind of a raunchier retake of 3 Men and a Baby, I found. You know,
Yeah,
because
kinda.
both of those movies are the same kind of thing. There's a friend who goes out of town, and as soon as he leaves, a child, like his child, shows up, is dropped on the door for someone else to take care of, a roommate to take care of, and they end up falling in love with the kid, and things get real sweet from there. This is kind of the same vibe. And what's his name? Jon Stewart plays the roommate, the actual daddy of the child, in one of his few actual acting roles. He's not really an actor. He's just Jon Stewart. Anytime he's on television, he's just being Jon Stewart. It's just fine. It's just fine.
He was acting in Half Baked.
You ever seen the back of $20 bill on weed? That's right.
Yeah. This is a sweet movie, right? When I was a child and I watched this movie, and my mom would like gasp and clutch her pearls at all the things in this movie. I thought this was a raunchy movie, but it's not that raunchy now that I'm basically living Sonny's life now. As like, a single guy. I'm like, what? That's not that bad. Come on, Mom.
There's really nothing that he tells the kid to do or lets the kid do that's that bad. I mean, like hurting people, like throwing sticks at people when they're
he lets them skip
rollerblading.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, the point of the movie is that they're learning together, and it's illustrating that part of parenthood where nobody knows what the hell they're doing, and it's your job to teach these kids and also learn yourself, you know, and that's really what this movie does in a way that using slackers and
Yeah. This movie is kind of like a almost a 180 turn from like stuff like Waterboy, like you said before, right? Because this movie is kind of progressive, especially for 99, right? He has his two buddies that play like gay guys, right? And he's like super forward thinking. He's like, yeah, who cares? Two of his childhood buddies are gay and like
and there's actual jokes ripping on the homophobic friend, you know what I'm saying? Like there's actual punch ups, which is nice. I mean, granted, they could have actually had some gay friends in real life to come play those gay characters. He didn't have to have his two straight roles. IRL buddies to come. But hey, 1999, it's you can only ask for so much, I guess, from dickheads in movies in 1999.
Yeah,
let's face it, still Sandler.
It's true. That's true. That's what I was going to say is they are still dickheads, these guys. You can like them or not, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I'm a dickhead.
It was movies like this that kind of, gave me as a child, I guess, like the wrong idea about the restaurant Hooters, right? Because like the way he talks about it, you would think it's like a strip joint. And Adam Sandler has a weird preoccupation with the restaurant Hooters. If you've seen his later movies, he's like shaming the chick for working at Hooters, right? Like, that's a job like any other job, and they're definitely not choosing their uniform. So why are you shaming her for that part? Just doesn't line up really to me.
No, and it's not even. And she also used to work at Hooters. Like they established that. It's like she put herself through, or she worked at Hooters when she was in college to become a doctor. She's a doctor now. Like,
right?
It just not that it matters. Like working at Hooters is fine. It doesn't matter,
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Argo had mentioned that earlier in the week. It's like yeah, they do a good job not being homophobic, but it's pretty misogynistic, I guess, to just shit all over women.
Yeah, he's a dumb character though, I guess, and he's still learning shit, I guess, but it's kind of a dumb plot point.
It is.
Yeah, no, it's a really weird thing to be hung up on. And I tell you what, hand me the tank top and the shorts. I'll go wait tables right now.
That's right.
Watch. Shit.
Hurt my stuff. If that's what you do, I don't know.
But by the end, there's like kind of the sweet courtroom scene at the end where like his own dad, who he has a strained relationship, comes in to like. And he starts out, he's making all points against him. He's like, this is my idiot son. He doesn't know anything.
Yeah, there's no way in hell that this kid should be put with my son, la, la, la. Yeah.
But what? He ends up like winning over even his dad at the end. He says something like sweet.
Yeah. Which is kind of a bit of a fantastical stretch, I guess, for him to like drop 3 sentences and his dad just changes his whole stance. Like,
my
son deserves this kid. But it was kind of funny. Everybody in the courtroom pulls out their phone and call their dad and say, "Hey, mom's dad there?" And
can I borrow that?
Yeah. Steve Buscemi's pretty funty. His small role in this.
Sausage McMuffin.
Yeah.
He stops on breakfast at 10:30. I thought it was 11. Nope.
Yeah. You and everybody else, pal.
And then McDonald's started serving breakfast 24 hours, and then they were like, "Oh, fuck this," and stopped.
Yeah.
Movie did make me want some McDonald's breakfast, though. I don't even like that stuff, but I still wanted it.
Yeah. I don't like McDonald's anything that I can think of.
No. Another thing I had missed the first go around and watching this movie is that the reason he's able to afford to be such a slacker is because he had a big fat settlement when his foot got run over by a taxi before the movie starts. I was always wondering,
Yeah.
like, what's his deal? Like, is he just living off of his roommate the whole time? But I was like, oh, snap, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, no, he got a settlement and he's been investing it. Remember, he makes the comment about Microsoft dropped, so they were smashing the cans to get half off.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Okay. All right.
I wonder what's the first Slacker movie to do that, because that same plot device was done later on and Knocked Up. The guy's just slacking and living off of a settlement. And surely this one probably wasn't the first one to even do that.
No. Hell, I've had friends who were slacking, living off settlements. I guess it's not a
pissing money, huh?
Yeah, just
Fucking
yeah. But anyway, so he raises this kid while his roommate, the actual father, is out of town on business, and he learns to be a dad, and eventually his actual dad comes back and takes him, and we see at the end Adam Sandler gets his dream girl, and they have a little baby of their own. It's all sweet. And they they just have to put a cap on the Hooters joke. They go right back to it at the end. His ex-girlfriend is now working at Hooters, and her older gentleman boyfriend is working in the kitchen.
You want to say it? Go ahead and say it, Mr. Old Balls.
Old balls.
Old balls. Old balls.
Gross. Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
That's been one of the more quoted things in my life. For some reason, like, old balls has been stuck with me.
Yeah.
Old balls stick with you.
His love interest in this movie is like I guess her name is Joey Lauren Adams, and she was like hot around this time, right after Chasing Amy.
Chasing Amy, definitely.
Mm-hmm. I think she was also in Dazed and Confused. We watched the other week.
What?
Yep,
definitely. She's got a small bit part. Yeah, it's blinking you'll miss her.
Yeah, I never seen her again. Like after 1999, though, pretty much.
Right.
Yeah. She's been doing a con circuit, riding that View Askew universe fame. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. No, she squints really well.
Yeah. Chasing Amy was a movie that's hard to have mixed feelings about for many reasons. Yes. Yeah.
Hard not to have mixed feelings.
It's hard not to have mixed feelings. I mean, it is what it is. It's one of those movies. I don't know. We'll have to talk about Chasing Amy in a heat one of these
You always got time to tell that stupid fucking Amy story, but you can't just tell it.
Yeah.
Weird guy movies lists.
Yeah, we're gonna have like a white guy movie list.
Creepy.
Movies for white fuckheads.
Anyways, that's pretty much Big Daddy. It's pretty decent. Adam Sandler. I enjoyed the shit out of it this week, but it's up against.
It actually came out a year after Waterboy, so somewhere in that year, he stopped being such a fuckhead. Adam Sandler.
Maybe something happened in his life and he grew up a little bit, so he decided to make a movie about growing up a little bit.
Yeah, he started
right
more towards the heartfelt stuff after this.
Yeah, he did. There's early 2000s, like mid 2000s movies were probably his best, in my opinion. Good stuff. But yeah, this movie is up against Father of the Bride. So let's pull this up and we can look at it. You're not going to hear it. Unfortunately, I'm sorry.
I'll tell you all about it.
I'll tell you. For George Banks, life was good. It was wonderfully, unimaginably predictable.
The guy whose last name Banks all bent out of shape about money. Like, you're good for it, guy. You're good for it. I don't want to hear it fucking Steve.
Yeah, this is a movie for rich people about richer people, and like
every movie that's got a rich person in it, they always here's the richer guy that he's not as rich as this guy, so you can relate to him. Like, all right,
yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, looking at his stuff and then him throwing fits about money.
There we go.
Oh,
Now they
here
can
we
see
go.
it. Now they can see
Oh,
it.
thank you. We can actually see it. Appreciate that, Justin.
Oh, this is 2. Is this part 2? This is part 2.
Yeah.
We're watching the trailer for part 2, which I think
Yeah.
is better than 1.
No, it's not. It says Father
Oh,
Bride
man.
1991.
Okay, I thought it was 2. I don't remember her fucking haircut being like that in this whole movie.
Yeah. It's.
I think this is the wrong movie, bro.
I don't.
She had long
remember.
ass hair in the whole movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Is
I
it?
don't-
This
Yeah,
title's
this is
wrong.
not right.
It's
Yeah.
like
No, this is not.
no. Oh, they have
Oh, yeah,
storks
they're
and for
doing
the
a.
geese.
Oh, what?
Oh,
They're
you
all
spoiled.
pregnant.
You spoiled the second movie. Ruined.
Spoiler alert.
Ruined. They have a
Macaulay
baby.
Anybody
Culkin's
who's ever
little
heard
brother.
the song, first comes marriage,
The other
first comes
Culkin
love,
brother.
then comes marriage, and then, spoiler alert, comes a baby in a baby carriage. God
Looked like there was going to be a couple of them.
Jesus.
Wow. Whoever titled that was bad, and they should feel bad.
Dislike. You get a dislike from me on
They
YouTube.
obviously haven't seen the movie. I cut that in a second because I seen it.
And
Oh,
I
yeah,
guess
don't watch
they did a remake.
Yeah, that just
Like-
came out like this week.
Yeah. No,
All right, this is the one.
Disney.
Oh yeah, it is Disney, huh?
mm-hmm.
All right, that makes sense. It's like I don't remember him getting his hair dyed and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah, there we go.
yeah.
Yep.
All the flashbacks when his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I looked it up, and Steve Martin was like 46 when this movie came out.
46.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's the same little girl from Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah.
it's
I
pretty
wonder-
great casting for a little
If I-
version of her.
I'm about to say, yeah.
Huh.
I was gonna wonder if they were related.
I don't know, but that lady that plays the daughter on this went on to a lot of or some other like TV acting, and she ended up marrying Brad Paisley, the country singer.
Oh yeah, I saw that when I looked her up.
All right. I'm kind of with George Banks when it comes to the swans at the wedding. We ain't have no fucking swans. No livestock.
No swans.
No
Fuck
livestock.
the
at the
swans.
wedding.
No. Yeah, he ends up going over to meet the parents of the groom, and they're like filthy, disgusting rich. He's only very rich, and they're
Yeah.
filthy, disgusting rich. So there's like this whole
He feels terrible for being only kind of rich and having a massive house.
I kind of
With
hate
detached
watching movies from
garage.
the 80s and 90s because they just
Man.
rubbing my nose in the fact that we don't have an economy. And
Well,
like,
they just didn't prepare you to
used
be
to.
fucking poor, which it should have. It should have been like,
yeah,
Yeah. No, they made it look like this was just something everybody could do. Just all
This is
the-
everybody does it.
mhm.
yeah. And, like these people that grew up in this sort of economic environment want to look down their noses at us for buying avocado toast. Like the thing
Right?
just makes me mad. I'm just bitter. I'm just a
Alright.
bitter old man. But yeah. So I don't know. I found this movie to be kind of boring. Actually, it just seems to prattle on a lot. Seems I don't know.
It's a simple movie, right? Like his
Yeah.
out of nowhere, his daughter goes off to like Europe and comes back and says she's getting married to whitey big white guy, and he's not happy about it. He takes it poorly, right? And
Right.
yeah, but he comes around after he realizes they're kind of rich, but then again he's made to feel inadequate against the super rich in-laws. Which why didn't he just go to his in-laws and say, cough up a little bit of that dough I know you're rolling in for this fucking wedding? Like I know it's like old fashioned, all the fucking bride's parents pays for the shit.
Well,
But,
they
like,
offer. They offer. He denies.
yeah. Why
Yeah.
did he?
Well,
I mean,
he's got to
been-
stand on airs. He's got to be. Oh, it's all about dick measuring and white America, like upper middle class America, you know. So.
Even though they present this like absurd list of demands, essentially.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it's okay to present an absurd list of demands and then be like, okay, and we'll chip in. But then he's like, no. But I don't know. It's stupid.
It's stupid.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess it is kind of just like a feel good movie, you know. I just wanted to like get under my blanket and watch this movie. I guess it reminded me of like watching movies with my mom growing up, like my parents, like on TV and stuff like that. It's just that kind of like feel good movie without much. There's like no stakes. There's no.
Yeah, not really. They kind of have
yeah.
a rocky moment where she comes home crying. It's all off, and he's kind of like, yes. But, you know, he finds himself talking the dude back into it.
Right.
Even though, like, his fucking daughter was the unreasonable one, right? Okay, she gets pissed at him because he bought her a blender.
Oh, that's right.
And she's pissed because she's a new age woman. It's the 90s now, baby. All right, women don't be in the kitchen. And like it was an innocuous gift. He's like, hey, you might get some use out of this, you know. And she takes that as a symbol, as a sign, right?
Yeah.
And that just made her seem annoying. Like
a blender, that's really dumb. If it would have been a vacuum cleaner, okay.
Yeah.
But you know, a blender is like, you know, it's the early 90s. All these like health kicks are coming around.
You can make a drink.
Yeah. You
Right?
can make margaritas with the vacuum cleaner.
Challenge accepted.
Watch this.
Hold my drink.
Hold my drink.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right. It's light fare. It's a wedding movie told from like the dad's perspective, right? This is a chick ass movie. Chicks love this movie. Put this on with your girl, and she'll be captivated. You might even get a few minutes to do what you want.
One thing I noticed in this movie is they make his wife seem just like the dotiest dote. The whole time her daughter is like describing this guy, she's like, oh my God. Like, I wish Steve Martin here was more like this guy.
She's meant to be like the foil to Steve Martin. He's like the big worrier, and she's like the chill, go along with it, and everything, right? So that's that. She even has to like hold him to like the fire and make him fucking chill when he goes to jail. She's like, you gotta fucking chill.
Yeah, does he not
like
have
the prelude to movies like Meet the Fockers? We wouldn't have those movies if it wasn't for this movie.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Could he not post his own bail? Just curious. Could he not?
He's got all that money tied up in the wedding. You know, he wasn't about to.
Who knows how things go in San Marino, California?
Shit, a wedding like that would fucking bankrupt a guy like that.
Right?
Yeah.
Shit.
When I was watching this movie, I found myself getting all like kind of enamored with the idea of like, you know, starting a family and stuff like that. I was like, oh, I kind of want to be a dad. But then I realized I don't want to be a dad. I want to be financially stable. That's really what I wanted. I want to be rich. I want to be upper middle class.
You can do that now.
No, I
Start
can't do
money.
that. No, trust me. I'm trying, and it's not as easy as just saving money.
No,
you can't do that.
Saving money is a lot harder than it sounds.
Yeah,
trust
not on
me.
one income like in this movie. Yeah,
I keep fucking putting money in the savings, and it don't stay there.
But
well, that's a different conversation.
I mean,
yeah.
It'd be
I'm
like
just
that,
bitter. I'm bitter. Don't like.
But
anyway.
yeah, that's these two movies. It's like two kind of feel good movies, quite different.
Yeah,
like one is like the guy movie, and one is like a pretty chick kind of movie.
I mean, that generation didn't have delivery fees on DoorDash.
Yeah, you tipped your pizza delivery guy $2. He was over the moon back then.
Oh
Right.
Yeah.
because
like,
a dollar had value back then.
now they're like,
we don't have that now.
About to say that $2 was what he needed to drive around the fucking next couple of nights delivering more pizzas, getting another $2 a piece.
Yeah. So, chat was tied on these two movies, probably along gender lines. I'm sure.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So, what are we thinking?
I know what I'm thinking because one of these movies I found to be pretty entertaining, and the other one I found to be pretty entertaining, but not as entertaining. I definitely think Big Daddy was more entertaining. I mean, granted, it's a movie made for like closer to my generation, so
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna vote for Big Daddy. I enjoyed Father of the Bride. It was all right. I think I like Father of the Bride Part 2 better. I think that's just more relatable for more people, and it's not
Yeah.
just about a fucking wedding. You know, from just going off memory, I haven't watched that one in a long time.
Yeah.
If this was Father of the Bride 2, I'd probably vote for that. But I enjoyed Big Daddy. It's got a couple chuckles. It's silly. I'm gonna vote for Big Daddy.
All right.
Hmm.
Eric and Argo, you guys got an argument either way?
I'm going with Father of the Bride
Yeah.
just because it's a little bit more relatable.
I can
They're
relate
e-
to being like a single dad.
They're equally entertaining.
I guess I can see that. Father of the Bride is kind of like a comforter of a movie, you know. It's like a
in
big
different
blanket.
ways. They're equally
kinda-
entertaining.
Yeah. You just kind of wrap yourself up in Father of the Bride and just kind of hang out and just kind of chill.
Yep.
Yeah. Eric, what about you?
I don't. Shit. I don't know. I think I'm probably enjoyed Father of the Bride a little less than I think I laughed more at Big Daddy, although there were specific things in Father of the Bride that I thought were funnier just outright. Fucking Martin Short.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm just
Gotta love Martin Short, especially alongside Steve Martin.
yeah. No, dude, that's just
It's classic matchup, classic duo.
I can see why you would say that since you're like a father of two girls, right? There's probably a lot of shit in Father of the Bride you're not trying to think of yet. Not trying to think of that.
I mean, no, the marriage
I'm
and shit,
like-
that shit'll happen when it happens.
I'm like, shit. Wish a rich kid
there-
would come along.
I'm about to say, how rich are we talking?
Yeah.
Like, you do what now? With what? Computer software? All right.
And again,
I bet you play D&D too, don't you?
yeah. There's like no stakes in this movie at all. Like the groom is pretty much like infallible. He's like a great guy
Yeah.
the whole way
Mhm.
through, and he's rich and like la di da. So it's not even like he's an asshole and they've got to like deal with that or something. There's nothing.
The
There's
in-laws the in-laws get her a fucking Mustang. Get her.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a movie for rich people. Like
Yeah, and even if that guy was a bum, his parents are like gajillionaires.
yeah.
right?
So I don't know.
Oh yeah, Eli Ever makes a good point. Father of the Bride is a remake of an old
Big
one.
Daddy is fun, but it hits the same. I have the same problems that I always have with Adam Sandler. And granted, there's a lot less of them here than usual.
Yeah. This
But-
was definitely the beginning of a sea change for Adam Sandler, the Big Daddy,
Yeah.
like we already mentioned.
But he follows that same formula of we're gonna find one good joke, we're gonna beat the shit out of it.
And we're gonna scream it with a half-cocked mouth going.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So which one do you think? Which one do you think it should move forward in the bracket?
I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go Father of the Bride.
The
All
coin.
right. We're going just straight to the coin for right off rip. Let's do it. All right. So it's going to be heads, Big Daddy, Tails, Father of the Bride.
I'm fine with either, really.
Here goes. Here goes. Here goes. It's Tails. It's Father of the Bride.
Oh,
nice.
All right.
Yeah,
Nice,
I wouldn't have been upset the other way around either. So
not
No,
really.
Right on.
it is what it is.
It's not like Taken was on this heat, so we're good.
yeah, yeah, that would have made it real easy.
Well, that being said, Father of the Bride, Heat 1 gets taken by Father of the Bride.
Hey, you got a certain set of skills.
Father of the Bride has a very particular set of skills.
He sells shoes. He'll
And
sell
they're
the
going to
fuck out of
find
some
their
shoes.
way into round 2. Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to bring up. Yeah, his whole, like, what a fantasy world. I'm sorry, I should have brought this up, bro. I know it's behind us now. But what a fucking fantasy world that we're in Father of the Bride, right? He owns a third-party shoe company, okay?
Yeah, it's like a
that
boutique.
doesn't exist in today's world. Cannot exist, right?
No, and they manufactured it in Southern California.
In
Don't buy
America.
that.
That's
Don't
what I
buy
was going to
that.
say. Yeah, that was my next point. It's like, if you're not Nike or Adidas or New Balance, guess what? You're not fucking selling shoes. You're not.
Right.
And guess what? Even if you are, let's just take one tippy toe into fantasy land and say that you can. You're not fucking manufacturing them in America. Period. Period. That's fantasy land shit.
I was laughing out
Absolute
loud during that
fantasy.
scene.
Yeah.
The factory floor, like thumbs up in his people. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
laughing. I was
and
like,
still
oh my
have
God.
enough money for yourself.
Dude, eat my
Right.
millennial butt. Yeah, that's what I got to say about that. Anyway, moving on. I know it's a little late. I meant to bring that up earlier, but forgot. Got a lot going on. All right, Father of the Bride. Moving forward in fantasy, the fantastical adventure movie, Father of the Bride. Up next, it's gonna be Big Fish versus Father's Day, 1997. All right, let's start it off. Let's look at the trailer for Big Fish. Hope it's not Big Fish 2.
Bigger
Did,
fish.
did they do that?
Bigger Fish. No, they didn't. I'm just making a joke because
I was going to
No.
be very disappointed.
What?
I mean,
His dad dies again in Big Fish 2. Deader than dirt.
He saw something else in the witch's eye.
yeah.
All right, everybody. I put the poll up there. If you're watching on Twitch tonight, put your votes in the poll.
All right, so we can watch it. You can't hear it. I'm sorry.
Glub,
Yep.
glub.
Obi-Wan now streaming on Disney Plus.
But to say
we?
he does the worst fucking like his accent is just so bad in this movie.
It is. You know, it's also funny. The guy that plays the dad is also British as fuck, and he's doing a pretty all right one.
Yeah, no, I was about to say his kind of sounds like my granddad, like right before he had the stroke.
I thought you were gonna say after the stroke. I was like, "Whoa, God!" If it's the movie though,
I mean,
Woo, tall guy, tall people.
is this the least Tim Burton movie?
Not at all.
no.
Not even close. We just watched Ed Wood the other day.
That's Tim Burton as hell.
What? No, this movie is way more Tim Burton-y. Deep Roy.
Yeah.
Woo,
He's got
Deep
clown
Roy.
circus shit. It's fucking Tim Burton is stupid circus people, bro. He's like, I love cornies. I won't touch them, but I like them. All right, Tim Burton.
Touch him, but I like him.
Tim Burton looks like the Walmart ass Nick Cage, bro. Fucking being.
What am I
That's what it looks like, bro. I guess we can hit the plot points of this movie. Like, there's like a guy. He's like called to like his father's deathbed, pretty much, right? And he goes there with his new wife. And we learn that his father has always been like a teller of tall tales his whole life. He's just like a bullshitter.
Yeah, he
Bullshits
spins
everything.
yarn. Oh, Jesus.
Oh no, there's a slam piece.
Yeah. That's the fucking, I don't know, this Tim Burton.
Fucking
Anyway.
Tim Burton.
I didn't mean
Carnies
to
and his
interrupt.
chicks. He puts that in every movie.
Yeah.
So most of the movie is like flashbacks of what the tales that his father told were, right? And that's most of what we see.
Yeah.
Sprinkled in with real time things there.
Yeah, and the way they do it, it's done in a way to kind of make it virtually impossible to sort out which parts was bullshit and which parts had some kind of
Yeah, and
something.
that's something I really like about it, because
Yeah.
like when you're a little kid and your dad's telling you all these crazy stories, and like you really don't know like what's real and what's not. So like even when you grow up with these stories in your mind, and like some of them you think are real, and as you get older, you realize like, wait a damn minute, none of this adds up. That wasn't real at all. And it's like, well, of course it wasn't. He was just trying to entertain you, you little shit. But I really love this movie. Unfortunately, full disclosure, didn't get a chance to watch this one this week, and I'm sad about that because this was one of my favorite movies for a long time. It's pretty well done as far as telling a story goes. I guess ironically, and it does a good job of blending those like tall tales, those big fish, and reality, and to tell this really touching story about a guy like remembering his dad. Is he remembering his dad, or is he saying goodbye to his dad? Does his dad die during the movie, or is his dad
at the end?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Spoilers, everybody. His dad dies towards the end, but it's before that, we've pretty much learned his whole life story as his dad would have told it through these fantastical, magical stories. And there's very little to tie into the real life part of it, right? They're like, he buys the town, kind of. He goes and talks to that lady in real life a little bit, like Helena Bonham Carter's character. But a lot of the other stuff doesn't tie into the real life of the story. But
I mean, aside from the first-hand account of the fucking bunch of fucks that showed up at his funeral. And I mean, granted, most of them are carnies and shit, so their tail's gonna have some whip into it anyway. So
yeah, I guess at the end is like it kind of tells you. I guess most of it was kind of true because it does show all the characters he met for the most part at the end as he's carrying him down to the river to. I don't know.
I mean, at the funeral.
Yeah.
After that whole carrying him to the river tale scene, when he actually died at the funeral, when they were actually burying him.
Oh, well, then it was all bullshit because only like the fucking stupid shimmy guy shows up and like that's it.
Yeah, it's all imagination.
He's full of shit. He's a bullshitter and he's dead now. Fuck this
yeah. Yeah.
Pretty much. We hate life for a living. Film hate. Fuck dead people. We've said that for a long time on this show.
Look, it's a fun movie.
The opinions of individual panel members of this show do not reflect the opinions of Film Heat Incorporated.
Oh man,
he was a bullshitter.
Yeah,
and this movie is that's what it's saying. It's okay to be a bullshitter sometimes.
Well, that's not a good story. Actually, this is a terrible movie. This is a terrible movie. Don't be
depends on
a terrible
message. On your means of bullshitting.
And look what happened to me. Fucking died. So don't be a bullshitter.
I wrote fucking died. I meant to write big fish.
He could have straight shot that stroke.
Big shit.
Could have sacked off that damn aneurysm.
Big bullshitter.
But yeah, that's the movie. Like someone was saying earlier, Ewan McGregor's accent sucks ass. He shouldn't even try to do a southern.
Yeah. It's so bad. Ewan McGregor's accent, like, it goes in and out as he's talking. His accent is there, and then like by the end of this sentence, it's starting to go away, and he's like, shit, and he's got to start it again.
Well, it's at least better than the worst southern accent of all time, which was Keanu Reeves.
Oh, geez.
That's my Devil's Advocate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, it was pretty bad.
Speaking of accents, I don't know if they dubbed like Helena Bonham Carter's lines, but she did pretty good, at least throwing her regular accent away. unlike in Ocean's 8 when she did a terrible accent.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much the movie. It's pretty all right. It's pretty okay.
It's one of those like super tugging on the heartstrings movies. It's just basically designed to make you cry, which is okay. It's healthy to have a good cry once in a while.
If you like Tim Burton, check it out. Checks a lot of his boxes, Carney's fucking bullshitters.
Carney's, Helena Bonham Carter.
Yeah.
I mean, this
movie's not so much about being a dad as it is about like your dad.
Yeah.
And letting go of your dad when it's time. And since that happened to me when I was 2, this movie didn't hit me like that.
Yeah.
So
I feel you.
And my dad's dad, so fuck him.
It is
fucking dead person.
You're dealt what you get, I guess, and you get to deal with that. That's what this movie is about.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So forgive your dad for dying, Argo. Forgive him. If you learn anything from this movie, forgive him.
I ain't gonna.
It's okay to be dead sometimes, especially when you're from a long time ago.
From a long time.
What, like a dinosaur?
That's my take on the subject. That's all I got.
It's from a different time.
It's from a different time.
Oh. Especially from a long time ago.
Oh Lord! A
long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
We're gonna move right along.
Oh goodness!
And we're gonna look at happier times.
Kinda. This is against Father's Day.
Father's Day. It's got the name in the title. Let's take a look.
He said it.
Oh boy, this fucking movie, man. If somebody pitched you this movie, you're like, hell yeah. I'll watch that. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in 97, right? If somebody says, I'm taking Billy Crystal, comedy heavyweight, and Robin Williams, other comedy heavyweight, put them in the same
titan.
movie. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anybody would be like, hell yeah. And just hearing that will give you expectations greater than you should have for this movie.
Right. And telling someone, you ever seen Billy Crystal headbutt motherfuckers to sleep?
He's got a motherfucker before it.
I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, I forgot Sugar Ray plays a character in this movie.
No, the whole band.
The whole band, yeah.
Like they're supposed to be a punk rock band.
The boxer?
But then fucking Robin Williams and Billy Crystal beat the shit out of an entire fucking mosh pit. What?
If you're into mosh pit plot devices, then there you go.
Like,
so yeah, there's a woman is a woman who is, I guess, married to somebody, goes up to her 2 exes and tells each of them individually that they have a son, a teenage son, and he's missing. Mm-hmm. And he sends these 2 guys off to go find, allegedly, their teenage son.
Well, she tells them individually they each have a son. This is your son. This is your kid. Right. Yeah, go find them. Both of them. Mm-hmm.
They figure out along the way that it's the same kid.
Right.
And I'm sorry that seeing Robin Williams get ready to commit suicide in that opening scene, I was like, oh no.
Not good vibes.
I'm not ready.
Yeah,
I'm not ready.
They cold open on Robin Williams like it about to commit suicide. Like oof.
Yeah.
So
this is a generational piece.
Yeah.
He had to be there.
where like they were trying to make Billy Crystal relevant to a younger generation, and they completely figured that the Robin Williams comedy and star power would be able to carry it through, because that's pretty much what they're writing on the entire movie.
And
Yeah.
I mean, 97 Sugar Ray, that had some weight at that point. So
yeah, I was joking earlier. This movie is more of a ska movie than it is like a father's movie. Like,
Yes.
ska music plays a bigger part than
it's just constant
Parenthood.
ska, and then it's bookended with Paul McCartney for some reason.
Exactly. What the fuck?
There's some
Was that
extra
an
money in the
original
budget.
song? Like,
I don't know.
It's. I think it was 2 original Paul McCartney songs, if I remember the credits correctly.
But yeah, the movie just fucking falls flat. Like, it's, if you've ever heard of a movie that's like lesser than the sum of its parts, it's this movie, right?
Yeah.
Like, it just falls flat. Everything. I think Robin Williams' stick was wearing thin by this point, to be honest. Like, he's doing a lot of the same jokes, when he's messing around in the mirror. He's doing his like gangbanger character, his
all the different
Chicano character, his and it's a lot of the same thing we've been hearing since probably late 80s. I'm sure he's probably been doing it forever, and it's wearing thin, so that's not so good. Billy Crystal is just kind of like whatever. He's just being him, like he is in all of his movies here.
Right, kind of like what I said about Jon Stewart. It's just Billy Crystal being Billy Crystal.
I was about to say Billy Crystal just Billy Crystaling around and headbutting some people.
And it's like them, like fish out of water in this like young person's world trying to find their son. And
I need to.
It just didn't work for me. I didn't like the movie at all.
I thought it was a moderately fun romp of a movie, but you're right. Everything you said is right. It's everything about it is kind of tired.
Oh, everything you said is absolutely true, but I was high as fuck, so I laughed my ass off.
That would help.
I'm sure, yeah.
I enjoyed a lot of the settings, like Central California in the 90s is like where I would go to if I had like a time machine,
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool seeing that, I guess.
I enjoyed the soundtrack. I like ska music.
Yeah.
This movie has Julia Louis-Dreyfus plays Billy Crystal's like third wife, and she was typecast for a long time playing like stuffy bitches,
Yeah.
And she plays one again in this movie. Like,
she's a babe.
Dog, I think she's hotter now than she ever was, to be honest.
She was hotter in this than in Seinfeld.
So, yeah. I'm just saying now. I don't know.
Seinfeld.
It's just the biggest meh of a movie I could think of. Like, also, like, did the father or the mother of the son send those 2 guys after her son because she knew his stepdad or / real dad is like inept? Because that's like another thing. Sure. He goes to find him, and he gets stuck in like a fucking porta potty the whole movie.
Yeah.
Is that why she did this? She hashed this whole plot? Because if that's not it, then it makes no sense. Like, just send his real fucking dad.
I don't understand.
Had to be.
Do you remember the end? Did they ever reveal who his dad actually is?
I guess it's Bruce Greenwood, right? But the fucking kid is such a shit. He still tells both of them, "You're my dad," right? Because I guess he wants to take advantage of them or whatever. It's a shit movie. It's just a shitty kid in it. The kid sucks. His character sucks.
Both of them are like, yeah, we know he's full of shit. Fucking Billy Crystal's like, I'm a lawyer. I know he's lying to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. This movie, it was a meh ass movie. Yeah, Bruce Greenwood, Captain Pike. Yeah, that's the only thing I know him from, really.
He's like that guy in like almost every movie. You know, he's just
Exactly.
a character actor ass guy. But that's his movie, so
Yep,
we're talking,
perfect. I think that movie is a perfect 5 out of 10.
yeah.
it's
He
it's
said
the
when he says
epitome of
fine, this is really what he means.
That's why
Yeah.
nobody fucking heard of this movie. I hadn't heard of this movie before this week.
Never.
No one in our audience did because nobody voted for the shit. We got
Yeah,
Big Fish
I
took
mean
the
it's up
audience
against
vote.
Big Fish, which is like a well-loved movie. So
It's memorable, at
understandably
least.
so.
I remembered it
Say
from
this,
fucking 20 years ago when I watched it.
Yeah,
Big
Yeah,
Fish is a hard swinger.
I thought I was gonna like. I thought I forgot and re-remembered very easily. I was like, oh, okay, I remember this movie now. Like as it played out.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So I guess we can go ahead and vote for Big Fish.
Is anybody voting for Father's Day? Anybody Sugar Ray fans out there? Ska fans?
Yeah. Any
Anybody love
Mighty Mighty Boss
Tiburon?
Zone fans out there?
I love me some ska.
I never had to knock on wood. They played that song like 3 times in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
The same song because that's the only good ska song. So there you go. We paid for it. We're getting our money's worth out of this
That's
shit.
right. That's
Why didn't they put
right.
the Boss Tones in the movie? That would have made more sense because they look stupid with their trombones up there.
Yeah, because they're ugly. They're not like Sugar Ray.
They're not like Mark McGrath.
Yeah, that's his
Looking like a
name.
douche,
I
playing
just
a
call him
douche.
Sugar Ray.
And now they're tearing it up at the fair circuit. Sugar Ray, see them at your local fair this holiday
County
season.
fair.
Oh God!
Check out a cruise ship. Sugar Ray playing on a cruise ship kind of near you.
All you can drink.
That joke's a callback to last week.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So chat voted for Big Fish. I'm voting for Big Fish. Justin's
I'm
voting for Big
voting.
Fish, right?
Yep.
Eric?
Oh yeah.
Argo?
Yep.
Blowout.
Well, so we got one vote for Sugar Ray in the chat.
The winner of this bracket is Sugar Ray.
Sorry, I didn't mean to pop in the mic.
So that's going to be 20 points to zip. Big Fish moving forward. All right. So round 1, wrapping it up. Father of the Bride eking out a win over Big Daddy with a coin flip. Close contention there. And Big Fish blowing Father's Day out of the water, so to speak. 20-0. All right. So round 2 is going to be 3 Men and a Baby versus Father of a Bride versus and then Taken versus Big Fish. But first, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back with you, chat. Stick with us. And we're back. Thanks so much for hanging out with us out there in chat. We're talking Father's Day movies. I should have changed the banner back to the Father's Day movie brackets. People know what we're talking about. We are Film Heat, talking Father's Day movies, punching them into the film bracket. We got some dads here on the panel. Argo and Eric, both. Are dads themselves. So happy Father's Day to you guys. Tomorrow. Yeah. I forgot to unmute myself, so thanks, Justin, if you did that.
Oh, I'm hearing
I
like
don't know.
double. I don't know what's going on.
Am I not muted over in the
You are. It's echoing like a minute later. I don't know what's up. It's very weird.
That is weird.
Is it for everybody?
I'm not hearing it.
No. Let me leave and come back, I guess.
Are you hearing it from all of us or just him?
All of us.
Mm.
Why am I hearing the stream repeated? It's weird. I'll be right back.
All right. All right. So while we wait for Justin to get back, let's take a look at what we're looking at next. It's going to be 3 Men and a Baby. Is that better, Justin?
Yeah, I had the YouTube stream open. I'm an idiot. I'm dumb. We sound good over there. We sound great on YouTube.
We're sounding good. We're sounding good out there.
All right.
Thanks, YouTube. Up next, we're looking at 3 Men and a Baby versus Father of the Bride. And this is like a good matchup. Both these movies are pretty fucking boring.
Hey, I like 3 Men and a Baby a lot.
Oh man.
I thought it was a way better job of doing it than fucking Sandler and them did.
Oof. I'm gonna oof to that. Touchstone, that's from the exact same studio that did Father of the Bride. That's
Mouse.
the Disney non-children's movies.
Which I don't fucking get it. That's pretty much a children's movie. It's like, oh,
right.
It's got a mention of heroin in it. Kids can't know about drugs. Like, all right, bitch.
Maybe it's Tom Selleck. Maybe that's my deal.
Kids aren't ready for that stash power. I wasn't ready for it. I'll tell you.
I mean, the stash, the shorts, the fact that like he has a fucking a poly relationship with his girlfriend. Like they both see whoever. Like, and it's not made a thing.
They're metropolitan people. It's 1987. We fuck who we want to fuck now.
Yeah.
It's not even free love. It's just new age.
It's just what you do. Just what you want to do.
She totally fucked the Hungarian cello guy. She totally.
Oh, she totally did.
And she brought him to his house. Like, what's up with that? So,
Um,
I mean, she could have helped change the diaper.
80% of this movie is like the sound of a baby crying, like just like
Yeah.
non-stop. I was about to lose my damn mind.
Maybe I'm just maybe I've just had that button ground to death.
they're like, we have to annoy the audience so we know that these guys are annoyed. Like,
This movie was directed by Leonard Nimoy. Yes,
yeah, Mr. Spock.
that
the baby
Leonard
doctor.
Nimoy.
Okay.
And
that explains
maybe
a lot.
directing wasn't his bag or something, because I just feel like the pacing of this movie, like when I read the synopsis of this story, I'm like, okay, wow, that sounds pretty good. And then I watch the movie, I'm like, what happened? Like, I feel like the story is getting lost in the pacing.
I will say this: about 2/3 of the way through, you're like, all right, the movie's over. Oh shit, there's a whole nother.
Oh my god, the third act, they have like the fun and games in the third act when like the whole movie is over and it's just them and this long montage of them just having fun being dads, and then the mom shows up on the door at the door. Like, the pacing, just the pacing,
was weird.
just everything
I'll give you that. I give you that wholeheartedly with both hands. The pacing was weird as fuck. Like
So
that.
yeah, and like I mentioned earlier, let's like Big Daddy. This is a movie about we got three guys, they're roommates, they're metropolitan guys. One is an architect, and one is a cartoonist, and one is an actor. And the actor roommate goes out of town. He's going to like Rome or Turkey, I think, to be in a movie. And as soon as he leaves, what shows up on the doorstep? But his child, a tiny infant baby, just crying a lot. And his roommates are forced to take care of this baby. And you know, they do the thing and they do the daddy thing and they struggle and it's fun and games and they end up getting attached to the baby and the roommate comes back and they're like, screw you, buddy. This is your kid. You take care of the kid. So we got to go through that whole thing again with this third roommate doing the same thing the other two roommates just did, figuring out how to be the dad, et cetera, et cetera. But this one, it's pretty interesting. Like I said, reading the synopsis is sounds like an interesting synopsis. I guess the director of the movie that Ted Danson is in is like involved with heroin dealing.
Well, yeah, at the party at the beginning, right? A weird director guy's like, "Hey, can I have a package sitting here?" Right.
Yeah.
And as he's on his way out of town, he calls home. And he's like, "Hey guys, I got a package showing up." Right. And the guy, he leaves his roommates to know nothing, and they assume the package is like the baby, and it's like a mix up, right? And the drug dealers show up later to actually pick up the package, and they're like, "Oh, it must mean the baby," which is kind of like a stupid bonehead assumption to make. Like, why would two fucking guys be sending a big little baby?
Yeah,
You know,
no lie. Especially when the dude's like, "Oh, the formula."
The powdered
Wink,
milk.
wink.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
I don't know. They stretched out things they shouldn't have stretched out in this movie. It's like almost too much and not enough in the movie at the same time. It's weird.
Right. Yeah. And I'm afraid it comes down to the direction because you got a solid script here, you know. It's a solid story. I don't think it was like the editing. Maybe, I don't know.
All of that aside, it's still better than Father of the Bride.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh yeah.
maybe.
Have y'all ever had a movie that was just played in your house like a lot? So it's got like a special place for you. This was like my sister's movie. Like my sister would play this movie. Like Jeremy would be watching Braveheart like all the fucking time, and then later on The Matrix and garbage like that. But my sister was playing 3 Minute Baby all the fucking time. Like, I associate this movie so much with her, and I had a blast watching it. I enjoyed the shit out of it. However, I downloaded a 1080p version of this movie, right? I was expecting it to be looking good. This shit still looked like it was on VHS. Was this movie shot on like tape? Was it shot on electrical tape? It must have been shot on tape. This movie was not
a literal VHS tape camcorder.
Yeah,
walking around
bro,
with it on my shoulder.
Why did it look
like a consumer
ass?
grade camera? Yeah,
I would have enjoyed it more. It must have been. There's no good transfers of this movie anywhere, I guess.
Period. It looks just about as good as this trailer looked, you know? Just like
it kind of takes you back to that time, but I would have loved to seen like a clean version of this movie, right? As you can see everything.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
this movie is definitely a
dumbass
vibe.
movie. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of dumb in this movie, but I liked it.
Like Ted Danson and drag.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And he's got the baby underneath.
I think you're right, Jared. The editing could have fixed it a bit. Could have fixed like the lopsided storytelling, right? But they didn't.
Yeah,
but they did
because like the baby shows up and the two roommates have a miserable time figuring it out, and they kind of get the hang of it. by the time the actual dad, the third roommate, comes back, right? And then they dump
Yeah.
the baby on him, and they have a nice haha moment. It's your problem now. Figure it out,
Yeah.
asshole. But by that time,
Yeah.
they've bonded with the baby. The two other roommates have bonded with it and are worried about the baby when they actually go out, right? And they're like,
Mhm.
"Oh, is he fucking shit up?" And they fucking leave. They can't get a hold of him. They come back early, you know.
Tom Selleck when he gets in there and he's like, "You let the phone ring for 5 minutes," and then he has a phone installed in the shower.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Uh,
That's
yeah.
a little
I
slice
love
of
how,
time
like,
period right there.
Tom Selleck, they come in with the baby and he's like pissed off that the baby's there, like, but immediately just bails neck deep into what do I need to get? How much of it do I need to get? Who the fuck knows what the hell I need to do? Like, he just immediately is just neck deep in, okay, how do I fucking dad? Like,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
definitely.
Yeah,
But-
Tom Selleck is the star of this movie.
oh yeah.
This movie had
Tom Selleck's mustache and shorts.
yeah. It's like on paper, this movie had everything going for it, but I just didn't do it for me in practicality. Like watching it,
I think you're right. I
guess-
think it
don't
was
know.
inept directing. I think he was like a new director, and he just needed too much screen time to get something across to you, right?
Right.
Because there's a point where they settle into everyday life, and they show Tom Selleck carrying the baby around the construction site with a cute little hard hat, right?
Yeah.
They have Ted Danson acting, and he's got the baby on his back, and they turn around. It's kind of a funny scene, but it just seems like amateur directing to have. They're getting it across to you in the worst way. And,
Yeah. In both of those scenes, that is the like montage that feels like it's an hour long that happens after the movie's over. After the meat and potatoes of the movie has happened and they've concluded the plot of the movie, they continue for like 40 more minutes on this whole side story about them enjoying time with the baby, and then the mom showing up and them going, "What do we do?" You know, like
it's because they convolute the B plot with the drugs, right? With the A plot of the baby, and like the real end feels like it should be the B plot end, where they like frame the fucking, or they set up the drug dealers and have the cops show up and bust them or whatever. It had this whole sting.
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
Let me say this: we recently talked about Pretty Woman, and if anybody on Netflix has watched the movies that made us, there's an episode on Pretty Woman, and they go extensively into how they have a great script that gets ruined by Touchstone Pictures, Disney Light, right? They had to rewrite and basically butcher this script to make Touchstone happy so they can actually release the film. This may have had the exact same situation. So before I go dragging Leonard Nimoy through the directorial mud,
they might have got the Touchstone touch.
It's more probably because of the studio meddling that
Okay,
kind of a mess.
But this movie was successful when it came out. Extremely.
Yeah, it was a movie of the year this year. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe he realized that himself, because how many Leonard Nimoy movies did you see after this one?
Right. I mean, he only directed a handful. I didn't know he directed at all. This was totally news to me when I looked it up.
Or maybe Touchstone and him directing was such a terrible experience that he was like, fuck that, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah.
That's what I've got to do directing. I've got to go through all that shit.
Yeah, look, they butchered my movie.
Very shortly after this, he went to exclusively voice acting, mostly doing Spock voice, like for random shit. So,
I mean,
hey, you got to make money on your brand, baby.
This is a straight up ripoff of a French movie that came out 2 years earlier in '85 and probably tore it up over there. And it's probably hilarious. Probably had great pacing, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna go watch that, but
I don't speak
fine.
French.
this may we've talked about like 70s pacing in movies before, like Scanners and fucking
Yeah.
the Midrugis one and Clockwork Orange.
Clockwork
I
Orange.
think this is a prime example of 80s pacing. You don't see it very often, but some 80s pacing here. We're gonna get every scene in. We're not cutting
also
nothing.
known as cocaine pacing.
Cocaine.
Cocaine pacing.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Despite all that, despite the annoying overuse of the baby crying audio, terrible sound design, despite the straight up plot issues, despite wasn't
Pacing
edited,
issues.
I thought this movie was fantastic. Probably just mostly out of nostalgia. Let me ask y'all this: is that lady? He talks to a lady when he first goes to the supermarket to get some formula or whatever. He talks to the lady, and my whole life I always thought that was the same lady that was like the Power of Pine lady, the Pine Salt commercials lady. Is that the same lady?
I don't know if it is, but I goddamn sure thought so too when I was watching. I was like, "Is that the Pine Salt lady?"
Like young Pine Salt lady. Man, that's the Power of Pine, baby.
But a fall from grace.
3 Minute Baby, fantastic movie. Watch it. Turn it down.
Good.
Don't
Pretty
turn
good.
the volume up too high.
But here's my thing. I don't know, honestly, as much shit as I just talked about Father of the Bride. I don't know if I like 3 Minute Baby more than Father of the Bride. Honestly, I don't know. Because it's just like I said, Father of the Bride, for me at least, is like wrapping yourself up in a comforter. It's like, just like I'm comfortable. Nothing like there's nothing else going on. I'm just chilling. And maybe it's just a personal experience thing. Justin was just saying how he grew up watching 3 Minute Baby because my sister had it on. I don't remember that. I must not have been around. I must have been off screwing around doing drugs. But
you were watching Braveheart in another room.
Oh, Lord.
I remember my mom watching Father of the Bride a lot and me catching that. So maybe that's just why I appreciate Father of the Bride more.
They're both kind of like, they take you back to the time. They're both very of their time kind of feeling movies. Like early 90s versus late 80s. They feel very different to me, but I don't know. I'm leaning 3 Minute Baby, which I think
honestly, I think I am too, and I'll tell you why I'm leaning that way. 3 Minute Baby has stakes. There's like a story that matters.
Yeah, that baby might die.
Yeah, and there's like the whole heroine subplot. There's actually something going on. There's no B plot in Father of the Bride.
Yeah, you're just waiting for the fucking wedding to happen.
Yeah,
the whole movie.
Just riding along with Steve Martin. Maybe I just love Steve Martin. I don't know. I'm here for the ride, baby.
No, he narrates the movie straight up in Father of the Bride, so you feel like you're kind of like watching these events with him somewhat.
Okay.
Leonard
Nimoy directed some TV episodes of some things. Then he did Star Trek 3 and 4 were actually directed by Leonard Nimoy.
All right, not looking good.
Yeah. That's The Search for Spock and The Voyage Home.
Well, just hanging up, my guy. Hanging up, my dude.
Then right after that, pretty much, you have 3 Minute Baby. And then there's some other things that I've never heard of, and then that's it.
So yeah, he was an inept director, and he always was. But I'm going to give him the nod for this one. I think it was probably the cast that carried it, just their charisma.
Yeah,
of the Selleck, that fucking monster stash.
Tom Selleck's stash just picked up the movie and put it on Tom's back.
Also, Tom Selleck was playing like Magna PI at the time. He was playing like badasses, and then for having playing like, oh, I got to take care of this baby and like have a softer side. It was kind of like Bruce Willis doing the voice in Look Who's Talking. It was like people love to have that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
they love to have that macho guy doing the take care of the baby thing, which is kind of cheap, but whatever, it's fine. So I'm gonna nail down my vote. 3 Men and a Baby, just cause.
Yeah. It's it's a better story for sure. It may have some issues with how it's told, but it's definitely a better story. Definitely.
Yep.
I have to fucking go in and ban this bot off of YouTube.
I was literally like, "Oh, how do I
No.
do this?"
Yeah. All three of us were over here going, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
I thought we had a one. All right. What y'all two think between Father of the Bride and 3 Men and a Baby?
3 Men and a Baby.
Yeah, I gotta go 3 Men and a Baby myself. Even though it's closer for me than it might be for other people, I'm still gonna go 3 Men and a Baby. Was blocked. All right, thank you, whoever did that. I couldn't get in there.
I just did it from StreamYard. It's fine.
Oh, nice.
Hold up, you can do it from here.
Argo, which movie did you like better?
3 Men.
Did chat have a vote on this one?
Mm-hmm. 3 Men and a Baby. They're on point. I thought that wedding shit was boring.
I mean, it is kind of a boring plot. It's just like, my daughter's getting married. End of sentence.
Yeah, the stakes is his pocketbook.
And then there's
His
Martin Short.
pocketbook is the only stakes.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
And like his pride and his feelings.
And his
which, I mean,
pride.
yeah.
I did think it was kind of funny that he gets like a knockoff Armani suit that looks blue, and everybody's like, "Oh, nice blue suit."
Oh, yeah,
guy.
he's the guy in the blue suit.
And they keep going back to that. I thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some pretty funny little jabs like peppered throughout that scene. All right, 3 Men and a Baby gonna blow Father of the Bride out of the water 20-0. Send us on to our next heat.
How about in 3 Men and a Baby when they're running through the airport and they just like run right through the gate? No problem.
Oh yeah,
they had security, but
they run through one metal detector and they all just kind of like buck through.
Yeah,
he hands off a couple of things and takes off running.
Run right up to the boarding gate. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was like, woo. That's.
Did we lose Argo here?
There he is.
There he is.
There he is. All right. Yeah, up next is going to be Taken, our last new movie of the evening, versus Big Fish. An odd matchup, to be sure.
Wow.
So let's take a look. Let's see if these visuals can shake anything loose for us. This is like the quintessential popcorn movie, you know. This movie really paved the way for John Wick. Like any success John Wick has enjoyed can thank Taken pretty much. Because it's kind of the same vibe. You got a guy who is an untouchable badass who just kicks ass completely through the movie without even taking one on the jaw, like throughout the entire film. And for that reason, it's kind of satisfying, you know, like because you have these stakes in this movie. His daughter is taken, and he's trying to find her. And John Wick, you know, his dog gets killed. So like the audience is out for blood, and then they get it throughout the movie. They just get it, you know, and it's just that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just earlier rewatched this movie, and I just found it remarkable, like for myself, just like relishing in like the wanton violence and the murder, and like just like not only being okay with it, but being like, yeah, you know, like it's just
That's how
like,
you,
Bad
yeah,
guy
you have
got the
to watch it
bad
like that.
thing. Bad guy got the bad thing. Yeah.
This is that one that made Liam Neeson badass for a minute. I
Yeah.
think you're thinking
Um,
of episode 1 of Phantom Menace.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure this is the one that changed the vast majority of people's perspective of Liam Neeson from calm, kind guy that likes, to
Yeah.
motherfucker that's gonna break your fucking leg and stab you with your fucking ankle bone.
Yeah. And he was already like 55 in this movie. Like,
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure a little bit after this movie, the sport of skiing murdered his real life wife, and he fucking fucked up the sport of skiing right after this. He ended skiing.
the sport of skiing was murdered today by Liam Neeson.
Yeah, they killed Natasha Lyonne, his real life wife. She died in like a
Man,
skiing
skiing is
accident.
dangerous. You gotta watch out. I was
Yeah.
just
Go
reading
fucking
about
ski.
people who were killed skiing. Sonny Bono famously was killed skiing.
No, well, fuck
Yeah.
him. Maybe skiing's all right.
I said, I got you, babe.
You know what's really funny?
What?
Jeff Bridges was originally cast. and
Really?
backed out. Yes.
He said, that's too much work. That is
I
too much.
wouldn't buy that. I
You
don't
think
know.
Liam Neeson did every single stunt in that movie? Bullshit.
Oh God, no, absolutely. I just said he's like pushing 60 already when that movie came
Yeah.
out.
So
you know,
Jeff
he's-
Bridges would have been just fine, I think. But
Yeah.
I don't
He's
know if
not
it would
the
have
type.
been the
He
same.
plays
I just say,
Yeah.
I do not see
The
Jeff
dude-
Bridges.
Yeah. The Big Lebowski really put a type on
fucking
Jeff
Starman.
Bridges.
Yeah.
Like,
dude.
no,
Yeah,
he's not.
Starman and Tron and
He's not the violence type. Like,
Fisher King, you know, like those were movies that came before.
Bro.
But I
The
don't
thing
know.
with the nails in the legs
Yeah.
Oh
with
yeah.
The fucking
with the
rant
power.
about the power.
Yeah.
yeah, people were thirsty for that. This was like a post-hostile world, right? So people wanted the good guys doing some fucked up shit to some bad guys.
True.
Yeah, man.
That's true. Yeah,
People
it is
had
kind
a
of
bad taste in their mouth about motherfuckers kidnapping their
Europe.
kids.
yeah, you know. I still feel some kind of way about Central and Eastern Europe. I'm like,
I ain't going there. I don't care how
Oh,
cheap
dude,
shit is.
fucking.
nah.
I swear I just read a thing a little while back about Liam Neeson talking about he had to like tell people it's okay to go to Europe and stuff because
Yeah.
like after this movie like everybody I'd be talking to people and they're like, and I couldn't let my daughter go to France or blah 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 or whatever it was because they
Yeah.
saw that movie. And so like he's
Man.
been having to tell people like, look, you can go see the world, like just pay attention to the world around you and don't like
Eastern Europe really got dragged through the mud in America in the 2000s, like for
Yeah.
sure. Like,
Yeah.
I read
when you're
after
in a
Hostel,
completely different country on the other side of the world, when cute guy Peter comes up and wants to share a cab, you say, yeah, no thanks.
no, yeah.
I mean, yeah,
so
and you
this
damn
is-
sure don't tell them, oh, we're just staying here in this house by ourselves.
Yeah,
know
exactly.
what I
Yeah,
mean?
just me and my
Like his
teenage-
daughter was like, girl, will you shut the fuck up?
Mhm.
Yeah. So you already did bad, and like Dad let you come and gave you a handful of rules, and like already she was lying. You know, she's like, I'm gonna go to France and see the museum, and but in fact, she was planning on touring all around the shitty underbelly of Europe.
Following you two around Eastern Europe.
Was that
yeah.
her actual plan, or is that
Yeah.
what she was telling her parents on this? Because
I mean-
if so, I don't buy that because I was in high school in fucking 2008, and nobody I knew was listening to you two. That was like boomer shit even then. I was like,
Yeah,
my parents know
absolutely.
who this is.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that you two didn't, put a whole lot of money into getting their name dropped on a movie telling all the kids that kids come follow them around on tour.
Well, this
Yeah.
was
They're
the
running
mid
out of-
2000s when YouTube was like pushing hard for relevancy.
Mm-hmm.
Hard. They were all over like the Apple ads and
Mhm.
stuff like that. Like
Mhm.
anybody knew who they were.
They were over the hill
And-
already, but
That
it was
last
absolutely-
that last early 2000s album had its little heyday, and it had petered out way faster than they expected it to.
It wasn't
yeah, when
good.
he's talking about
Yeah,
turning
well,
40
it really
and
wasn't.
shit in that one in like 2000. So like,
Yeah.
nobody was about that.
No.
Like, don't get me wrong, I bang some of the early U2. I think that shit's great. But-
Because you're the oldest one here.
I am. That's like music from when I was like little.
With or without you, I
Like-
can't live. Like, no, nobody's jamming it. They were listening to fucking Fall Out Boy. Just as annoying.
in 2008, absolutely.
I think I know one Fall Out Boy song. All right.
So I bet you know more. I bet you know. Remember me for a century. All right, we're done.
No,
Uh,
I know one.
Oh, the football song.
yeah, football.
Wait, I thought that wasn't that? Oh, never mind. Never
Nope.
mind.
I have no idea what song you're
All
fucking
right,
talking
so-
about.
Really, we have two fantasy movies here. That's what we're
yeah,
looking at.
definitely.
Yeah.
One is like a guy beat off I'm badass fantasy.
Yep.
And
/
others
cars
like-
are bulletproof fantasy.
Yeah.
That's like the big
Right.
one in this movie
Oh
is
my God.
bulletproof cars everywhere.
And couches, hiding behind a couch while somebody's
Yeah.
hosing you down with an MP5, just not around making it through the back of the couch. You can just lean over and shoot him under the couch in his foot.
And this movie is a big shit on the face of the efficacy of French police because he just like stirs up a
Right.
huge kerfuffle right there at like the Paris airport, and like the police are like called and running, and he's just able to just walk away, and they're just
Mhm.
like, the movie just cuts, but I guess the police are just like, huh? Sacre bleu. Like,
Nah, I don't buy
Grand
that.
Theft Auto style. He found one of the little corners he could hide in where the
right.
they're-
Wait for
they're-
his stars to fall off.
yeah, waited for
I don't
stars
buy
to
that.
fall
French
off.
cops.
with
French cops
fucking
are amazing.
scanning.
I've seen Murder on the Orient Express, and French cops are the best. They're not Inspector Trousseau every time or whatever. The Pink Panther ass fucking guy. They're fucking good cops. But it's just so one note. It's just a popcorn ass movie.
Oh,
you
yeah,
don't even, you
definitely.
can listen to the
Oh,
movie
yeah.
and you get what's going on. Like
Yeah.
it spells it all out for you every time, which I did. I was playing Sea of Thieves while I watched this, full disclosure, and I got every beat. I missed nothing.
I watched it at time and a half because I was running out of time and
It's a
I didn't
simple
miss
movie.
anything. My wife
like
was
I
like,
said
"How are you
earlier-
keeping up with this? I got subtitles."
Yeah. It doesn't need any audio at all. It's just punch, kick, punch, shoot, punch.
Pow, pow, pow.
Yeah. Drive, punch,
Some
kick,
some
punch.
dialogue and then
Yeah. So we've got a high fantasy adventure versus big fish.
Got him.
Got him.
hey.
All right. Big Fish is kind of dry though. It's kind of dry movie. It's like just weird scene after weird scene. They're not really going for laughs. They're not.
Yeah.
And until the payoff at the end, right? This is the big, like, catharsis kind of scene. It's the only time you really feel good. I think I might have just changed my mind. I think I'm going to vote for Taken. I was thinking Big Fish this whole time, this whole discussion. But Big Fish is just. If there was more humor in it, maybe.
I feel like it could have used some more humor to juxtapose the point of the movie, you know, because the point of the movie is to be sad. Like let's just boil it down real quick, you know.
Yeah.
Like he was like, I want to make a real sad movie. How can I make a theater full of people cry? And I usually don't get down with that shit. I'm usually not cool with people trying to make me sad for this point of being sad. because I'm usually plenty sad all on my own. And I don't need some hotshot director making $1 billion making me more sad than I already am. Just baseline. So
You're
that shit
like,
pissed
look,
me
you
off.
ain't special. You don't deserve money for that. You ain't
Yeah.
special.
Right.
He did mix it up a bit. It's not just this all black and gray Tim Burton ass bullshit he usually tries to pull on us. He I'm gonna tell you a sad story with colors this time though.
Yeah.
Which
Got color.
But check it out.
It's something. It's something. You know,
We're
it's
gonna
not the
do it
same.
with colors. And how about this? Some bad Southern accents.
Yeah, they're making fun of us.
Well, we're pretty make funnable. I'll just admit that right off rip.
Except
South
that
is not
one guy
cool.
that managed to sound like my granddad. I'm still kind of tripped about that one.
Yeah, I looked it up. He's British AF, the most British fucking guy.
But Big Fish, I like because it's a cathartic movie. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it's all about. It's about processing loss and the catharsis that comes with it. You know, and it's just a beautiful movie. You know, and I have to go with Big Fish because Taken is a flat ass, flashy, not realistic popcorn movie that has nothing to offer besides a boner for American conservatives. And Big Fish is a beautiful movie with heart and soul, well told, and like it may not be the perfect movie. I'm not, it's not what I'm trying to argue by any stretch, but it's a work of art. It is like cinema in the truest sense, while Taken is like the opposite of that. Basically, like
It's not the best movie, but it's a better movie.
definitely. So Big Fish is definitely getting mine for sure.
Another sad thing about Big Fish, the guy that plays like the freakishly tall giant guy, died like the fucking next year because fucking huge people don't be living past 32.
Wasn't
Too
he
big for this world.
Wasn't he the tall guy in
that Rob Zombie movie?
Yeah,
some shitty Rob Zombie garbage.
Yeah. Rob Zombie can't make a good movie to save his fucking life.
That's why Americans suck, right? Fucking
they do be sucking.
Whatever. Yeah, I guess. I guess I'll go for Big Fish. I guess.
Taken's fun. I mean, I don't mean to like.
I'm not gonna
completely
watch
on Taken, but I mean because I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, but
it's probably never gonna watch
real
neither
cinema.
one of these.
Wait, I'm sorry. What'd you say?
I'm probably never gonna watch neither one of these movies again. But I guess Big Fish deserves to go on more, so I'll vote for that.
All right. Argo, which one are you gonna vote for?
I'll go with Big Fish too.
And Eric?
Oh, for sure, Big Fish. Oh, for sure.
And I'm sure chat said Taken.
I hope my dad turns into a giant fish when it's time to go.
Right?
Take him down to the river. Throw him in there.
You know what? If throwing me in the river and feeding me to fish is a handy thing to do with me when the time comes, that works.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm done with it. What the fuck do I need the body with?
What did chat say?
Let's see if they said anything. It's past their bedtime, so. Oh wow, chat woke up. Holy fuck. Taken. They said Taken 3-2. Wow.
Really? Chat has a very particular set of skills.
They do. They keep us guessing.
Chat said Taken. Well. All right.
We'll find you. I will take all your big fish.
I'll take your fish.
Maybe they took my misdirection there. Psyched them out.
You
I don't know where I'm going to go.
Think for yourself, chat.
Quit following me, chat. Gosh.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap up the heat. It's going to be 20 for Big Fish. Phenomenal movie. And the chat's throwing some love for taking a fun popcorn romp.
Yeah, and chat says, Happy Father's Day to Argo and Eric, the daddies.
Happy Father's
Big
Day.
daddies.
Happy Father's Day. Happy. Sorry.
This fucking guy.
You gonna dance for? You gonna give me a dance for Father's Day?
Are we on the bracket?
Father's
Yeah, we're on
Day. Yeah,
So
we're on the
everybody
bracket.
can they can see the bracket here.
Yeah.
This is where we are.
This is where
Going
we're at.
into semifinals.
Into the semifinals. So let's go ahead and knock out these semifinals before we take our last break of the evening. We are looking at 3 Men and a Baby versus Big Fish. Much tighter race here, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
I'm showing that. We need to update our emotes here on the Film Heat channel. We don't. I don't think we just need my face anymore. We could probably do better.
That's pretty goofy.
Pretty goofy. Goofy's my brand. Pretty on brand for me.
You don't even look like that no more.
I know. Who is this guy?
This is a young man.
I look more like this. Fire.
Look like eternity. All right,
That was
new
for
poll
your
is up.
dancing.
Chat, put your votes in there right quick for the semifinals. 3 Man Baby versus Big Fish.
3 Men and a Baby versus Big Fish. All right. So,
Hmm.
I know I'm going for.
All right, sell me. What you got?
I don't know if I can sell you, but
You can do
I
it.
don't think you're
I just-
sold for this one.
I just
believe.
enjoyed 3 Men and a Baby more. Like Big Fish is just more heavy lifting.
Yeah.
And 3 Minute Baby is the opposite. It's like the popcorn feel good movie. Feel
Yeah.
good, eat some popcorn.
It is like a feel good romp.
Don't be worrying.
3 Minute Baby is playing in the front yard in the sprinklers.
Yeah. Yeah. Except you got heroin in your pocket.
A little bit of heroin in there. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of heroin.
Hey, look, nobody told you the heroin was coming. It wasn't supposed to be heroin.
That's right.
Y'all know what? I thought the first representation of drugs I ever saw was in like RoboCop like 3. And it was like these little like ketchup packets of like a red sauce or something. And I was like, that's drugs. But really, I guess the first one I saw was probably 3 Men and a Baby with the heroin. These little heroin packets in a box.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that as a kid. I didn't pick up that part at all. I was like, who knows? That's sweetener right there.
What, you got a sugar packs? Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got it confused with the baby milk. It must be creamer packs. Oh,
Just like dumping heroin in your
Y'all know
coffee.
what's so funny? One of the goons
my
that picks
God.
up the main goon that picks up the baby, he's supposed to pick up the
Mhm.
drugs, plays a cop on not NCIS, but what's the forensics show
yeah. No, I know what you're talking
in
about.
Las Vegas?
CSI.
CSI, yeah. He plays
Yeah.
like the cop cop on CSI Las Vegas.
Beat cop. Like the,
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like the cop guy that escorts the forensics people around. I was
Yeah.
like, wow, that's a 180 from his role as a heroin dealer in the 80s.
Yeah, I work in crime acting, both sides. Both sides, you know.
And they get some ancient guy to play the actual detective in that movie. He's like, hi, I'm detective. Fucking old guy. Let me hold the baby. How about no, cop? We get some drugs sitting in your
I'm
diaper.
Detective Ulysses. That's an old guy name.
Who would know? Maybe he was like a old huge actor from the old days, but I don't know his ass.
I'm gonna write a cop show, and that's gonna be the guy's name, Hugh Jackter.
Jackter.
Huge actor. That sounds like
Huge
a character
actor.
from a John Grisham book.
Yeah, exactly. It does.
Actor, secret
Or Tom
agent.
Clancy novel or something.
Yeah, it's
Right.
the same thing. Oh boy. But yeah, I'm not gonna be sold. Like
I will not be swayed.
Big Fish, it's good. It's not like the
It's
golden days of the 80s.
It's not as fun. You know what I'm saying?
It's not fun at all.
It's not Ted Danson in drag.
I mean, Ted Danson in drag is pretty
No,
fucking
I feel
funny.
you. I feel you. And as a guy who doesn't want to be sad anymore, I can definitely commiserate with your decision to say 3 Men and a Baby, because it's definitely a fun movie, and it, like, period. While Big Fish may have some fun parts, but it's using those fun parts to juxtapose super sadness. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we don't get the spoons for all that.
Yeah, Tim Burton made this movie like shortly after his father passed. So
Yeah, I didn't know that, but I could have guessed. You know.
yeah,
No, it's a great movie for that thing. Like, for that exact situation. It's good for that. It is like catharsis at the end, like we were talking about.
Right.
Like, I fucking cried at this movie, and my fucking dad's still alive, but
Right.
Hey, my dad's a
Got
big
it.
fish.
Yeah.
that's a nice way of saying dead as dirt, Argo. Okay, it's a nice way of putting it.
It's a fish tail, man.
So
Dad's like fishing.
He was just fishing people left and right. Fish your ass.
And taking he's fishing.
He's just
Fisher
fishing.
men.
He has a select set of skills.
All right, chat says 3 Men and a Baby. They have spoken. They're with me. I swear.
All right.
They're smart.
We got 2. Argo, you going 3 men?
Yeah.
Eric, what about you?
I'm going Big Fish. Kiss my ass.
All right. I won't, but that's okay. You can go Big Fish.
Go fish. Go big. Is that what you said? Go big fish.
Go Big
Big fish.
Go Big Fish.
Oh boy.
That's the expansion pack for Go Fish. Honestly, it doesn't matter anyway. So I'm gonna throw my vote over on Big Fish just because I think, just for the cinematic value alone, it's a much better crafted movie. I spent enough time complaining about the elements of 3 Men and a Baby to convince myself that yes, it's a good movie. It's a fun movie, arguably more fun than Big Fish. Definitely more fun than Big Fish.
I mean, they managed to get Helena Bonham Carter not to act like Helena Bonham Carter. They managed to get Danny Elfman not to sound like Danny Elfman.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure that was.
Well, he only knows
Probably, I
one
mean,
composer, so
The only
That's what I'm saying. It's the only one he knows. But
he doesn't get out much. Tim Burton, he really doesn't.
he's like, Danny's the one that comes to my house.
I mean, I guess that's how it
I
goes.
mean, of course it was Danny Elfman.
Of course it was Danny Elfman. Get out of here. Get out.
Yeah, but
he
it's not-
managed to get fucking managed to get some of the people in his usual crowd to seem a little less like the usual self.
Yeah.
So
They
I
were
gotta
able
give
to
him
shake
credit for
things
that.
up a bit, which was
Yeah.
nice. It is a phenomenal movie. Whether you like it more or not, it's great. It's fine. If it loses, I'm fine with it. I'm shifting my vote over there. Even though 3 Men and a Baby is going to take the heat, 15-10, closing out our semi-final round.
I mean, Danny Elfman has done so many movies, not just Tim Burton.
It's true.
He has done a lot of movies.
He's got a massive catalog of work, just absolutely bigger than. Yeah, too big.
He's just the guy that knows exactly what Tim Burton likes to listen to.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, it's Tim on the phone.
He's the only one he knows. That's it.
Who's calling? Is it Tim? Tell him to send me a number and we'll talk.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, Tim's here.
Yeah. Circus
All right,
music.
Tim, I've already got a backlog of music for you. Just go in there and listen to it.
Just grab a
pick
book.
out something.
Yeah. But
All
takes
right.
us to our-
So we're going to take another quick little break and we'll be back for our speed round losers bracket and the grand finale. Stick around, chat. We'll be right back. Welcome back, chat. We grooving and moving tonight on the radio Father's Day hour. We wishing happy Father's Day to all you daddy-os out there.
You're supposed to
Welcome
have
back.
just your lips, like the Warriors.
man.
Yeah. I can't.
Lip lady on the radio talking daddy-o.
Oh, you cool daddy-os out there.
It sound like the guy, but Delilah, or Delilah, but a guy.
Degila.
Delilah.
Hey there, Degila. What's up, like Atlantic City?
Okay, see, now you know I'm old because the first thing I think when I hear Delilah is that fucking Delilah talk show, fucking radio show.
Oh yeah, I remember that. We used to travel a lot when we were growing up, and we catch a lot of that. Delilah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. We didn't listen to that. We listened to Bill Engvall's fucking.
God.
CD on repeat.
Here's your fun.
Here's your sign.
Oh Lord.
If he could
All
have
right.
sign, I could have stopped him.
Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us out there in chat. We appreciate y'all helping us find the best Father's Day movie around. There's not a ton of them, you know. Some of these lists we can do volumes upon volumes of, but I don't know. We might have a hard time finding another Father's Day list. Who knows?
Well, honorable mention to a Goofy movie.
Oh shit!
Yeah, talk about deadbeat dads.
Just gonna say.
Goofy motherfucker.
Yeah, that movie was too powerful for this list. It would have trounced everything
That's
else.
right. I'm just saying, like
Yeah.
honorable first place.
We got enough Disney on here anyway.
That's true. I love Goofy movie, man. Yeah, I remember loving that movie as a kid.
And Jungle to Jungle.
Pissing in
That's
the plan.
Disney too.
Yeah, all these
Yep.
Disney, yeah, Disney does the family shit. So it doesn't surprise me that a lot of Disney and Disney affiliated studios would be featured.
What was that movie with golly. I'm lost. Keep going. Sorry.
Helen Unreal says, I'm getting my sister the Powerline plush for her birthday. Hell yeah, Powerline.
What is
It's
that?
Ed O'Neill. There's a movie where Ed O'Neill's the dad, and him and his kid get like poor stranded on the road.
I do not know.
Huh.
But Powerline is the name of the pop star in Goofy movie that they're going to see. Helen Unreal says Dutch.
Dutch.
Dutch. Yep. That's the one.
Yep, 91.
Okay. I'm not familiar with that at all.
That's a dad movie.
Yeah.
I can't think of any more. Star Wars.
I
Strikes
am your
Back.
father.
The Empire Strikes
Acceptable.
Back. Yeah.
Yep,
Acceptable.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
All right. So, without any further ado, we're going to jump right into our losers round speed bracket. We're going to piss right through these heats. No poll for these. I want to see what you think individually in chat. I want you to own it. Put your name on your vote, chat. Have some courage and make your voice heard. First, let's start with Father of the Bride versus Father's Day. What you got?
Bride.
Bride? One for Bride?
Yeah, I think Bride is just the better, just objectively.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go
Yeah,
Bride.
I'll go
as
Bride.
well. We got a bride in chat.
Uh-huh.
Any more votes out there between Father's Day and Father of the Bride? Got another one, Father of the Bride. Running away with it. No brave souls out there want to cast their vote for Father's Day. No ska fans.
No Sugar Ray fans.
No Sugar Ray fans out there.
Was Sugar Ray ska or no? Like, were they ever?
Nah.
No.
They were like just they were pop music that had like a little like looked over their shoulder.
Yeah,
at punk rock once,
but they were playing like a very
when they
punk
first
sounding
started.
song in the movie, right? And
yeah.
I didn't
Maybe
even
they started
recognize
out with the
song.
punk sound before they went mainstream.
Yeah.
Every morning there's a
they went from that very rapidly to what made them money.
So why were they even in the movie? They should have had the boss of the movie, probably because they look like fucking dorks with fucking
probably
trombones.
Pick it up.
They look like dorks with trombones, and not fucking
Mighty Boss Tones. What do they look like? Bunch of dorks? Yeah.
Bunch of fucking dorks, and there's like 9 of them.
Yeah, there's like 1 million of them.
Look at those dorks.
There's like one guy doesn't look like a dork.
I'm surprised there's only one fedora. I'm shocked.
Yeah.
I'm speechless.
Me too.
One of those guys, from what I remember from the videos I've seen, does nothing but dance.
He's just the skanker.
He's
the hype man.
All he does is skank. He just skanks. He's the hype man that skanks.
He's the skank leader.
All right, well, I guess we're gonna send that one. What do we got?
Oh
next?
yeah, sending it. Father of the Bride, running away. Up next, what's it gonna be between Taken and Big Daddy? Ooh, that's an interesting one.
Taken.
Ooh,
I'm going Big Daddy.
I'm going with the nails in the legs.
I think I too am gonna go Big Daddy.
Yeah.
I gotta throw one out there for Big Daddy.
On
we got a
this
Big Daddy in chat.
On this pairing, I'm gonna have to go with fucking
Bulletproof cars,
just bulletproof couches and reckless violence, and
that's.
I'm Scuba Sam.
That's
Steve's dad.
That's what dads are really gonna do right there. When somebody
is drive bulletproof cars.
I think I won't.
Somebody kidnaps my daughter.
I think I won't run fucking nails through your goddamn legs. Best chance I got.
I will stab you with nails. Yes.
The thing is, it's a fantasy. You can stab whoever you want, but it probably won't be the guy who took her.
I'm about to say, like, yeah, you can probably do that, but chances are you got the wrong guy and you're just a murderer. Like, because like it's a big world out there, and in reality, you don't just find people. Like,
it's like I'm looking for a guy with the Eastern European accent and Western. Good luck, guy.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Like, he's like sitting there listening to this good luck over and over again. Like, dude, he sounds like literally everyone in Bulgaria. Like, what are you doing? Like, you're not going to fucking find this guy based on good luck. Get out of here.
You've said it enough times that I don't even think it sounds right anymore. Like, that's just like.
So we got a tie right here. Are we going with a coin on this?
Coin it.
Do not make me go with a coin on.
That's what we got. We got a loser's bracket coin out here. It don't happen every time, but sometimes.
All right, I'm gonna log in to Sea of Thieves and use the flip coin emoji.
If it's lower than 10 or higher than 10 on this D20.
Yeah. All right, we're going to the coin emoji. It's gonna be heads. Taken, tails, Big Daddy. Here it goes. Clench your butts.
No.
It's heads. It's taken. Taken is taking it on the coin flip.
Good luck, Big Daddy.
The coin flip is not realistic.
I mean, it's digital.
That's right. That means it's cheating. It's this whole thing is staged. A bunch of hacks.
Completely.
I'm gonna make a movie where someone's daughter gets taken. He just languishes and unable to do anything. He just like cries.
Just
he like bothers the cops.
Just like
the cops tell him to fuck off. You're gonna cast Steve
Yeah.
Buscemi as the dad. It's gonna be a great
Cops are
movie.
just like,
actually.
we're doing everything we can, sir, and they're just eating donuts.
He thinks we're gonna get his fucking kid back.
She's gone.
Chances
Have
are she's
you
already
seen-
dead. Why even bother?
Haven't you seen the first 48 guy? Spent
Like,
49
listen.
hours.
Judges have already established that we're not legally obligated to do anything. So come on.
She's probably just a runaway. She'll probably come back on her own.
Yeah.
Yeah, she kidnapped herself, dude.
Yeah. She probably ran off with some boy. Happens all the time. We see it all the time.
Oh, they were following a band? Oh, yeah. No,
Oh,
she'll-
you
she'll
too? I don't
follow
believe
you.
that.
Oh, I love
Get out of
Sugar Ray.
here.
You want a tow? I can get you a tow by 2:00.
Yeah. You want to talk at you? Got a toe guy.
I'll get you a tow. All right, what do we got next?
All
Taken
right,
versus
up
Father of
next-
the Bride.
I want to see these movies mashed up. I want to see Steve Martin.
I've got a particular set of skills,
Yeah.
and I'm
No.
gonna make you laugh to death.
No, that's my movie. Like Steve Martin, like bothering the cops. Like, you better get my
Yeah, it
fucking
is.
daughter right
That's
fucking now.
Yeah.
It's the scene that playing trains and automobiles. And he's like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, sir. We're doing everything we can. Anything else I can help you with?
but he's got to have the long prosthetic nose, though. Steve Martin's got to have the long prosthetic nose, though.
the Cyrenac, what is it? What is it?
Oh hell!
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
Pinocchio.
No.
This. What do we?
Cyrano de Bergerac? I don't know.
The
I don't know
Bergerac.
things. I'm not smart. I'm not
how about you
educated.
keep-
I live in
keep
America.
I don't know.
out
It
of
sounded
this.
great the first time you said that. That sounded great.
Tom Bergeron.
You know what? I'm going to take it
Hell and
again.
Unreal. See y'all next week. Thank you so much.
Good
Great
night.
to
Hell
see you,
yeah.
Hell and Unreal. Have a great night. Okay. So what's it gonna be, guys?
Taken.
I'm going Father of the Bride, even though
Woo.
it's more boring, but I'm going for that. His daughter gets taken by a fucking computer programmer.
Gross.
And
That's the
and
worst.
He's fucking her.
I will say that was a little disrespectful with the hand on the thigh. With the,
Oh, I was gonna say that earlier. It's like, dude.
Yeah, he was
yeah,
fingering her
you-
daughter in front of him.
Yeah. Why are you groping her up her thigh, like right in front of her parents? the
Like, and
first
he was
time?
going up the thigh too. He wasn't just
Dude,
like
yeah.
touching her
Yeah.
thigh. He was creeping it up.
That was disrespectful for sure.
and then you're supposed to be like upset with Steve Martin for giving that look, like looking
Right.
like that. It's like,
right.
no
That's
way.
the most
He's like,
relatable
what
part
are
of the
you
whole
doing?
movie.
I would
Yeah.
totally be like that. I'd be like, excuse me.
Yeah.
Steve gets his revenge later when he throws his dad's bank book in the pool.
I remember when I
Fuck
met
your
Kayla's
money.
parents for the first time, I was like, I didn't touch her. I didn't even. Nope. Like, I remember being uncomfortable.
You
Like,
ain't getting nothing to worry about there either. Like they're like,
See,
whatever. fuck her, we
I
don't
wasn't
care.
all like that, but I wasn't all like that. But I damn sure wasn't like hands up between a,
and, oh yeah,
rolling
groping all
to
up in
a
her
dress.
thigh. Yeah, like no above
know
the
what I'm
knee
saying?
touching.
I think you could take both of her parents at the same time, so this is
Who-
probably
who, me?
all right.
I don't know. I don't know. I'll get taken.
Scrappy.
About to get Liam Neeson.
Never mind. Let's move on.
Listen, the
Well-
devil has hands and he uses them for holding.
For holding. All right, so we're 1-1 over here. Who needs to vote? Me and Eric and chat
Yep.
Oh shit! You're waiting on me.
and me. I don't know either.
Father of the Bride or Taken. Taken.
I'm gonna go Father of the Bride. Just 'cause it
Senseless
makes,
violence.
makes me feel better.
I mean,
I
both
just
of
like
them,
Fantasy
make me-
worlds where economies exist and you can afford things and like
Yeah.
money has value. So
mean,
like,
both of these are imaginary and make you feel things.
yeah. One is imaginary where cars are bulletproof and like you can just karate chop people in half,
And the other's
And-
imaginary, where you can own a house.
Yeah, we exactly. Exactly.
Big house, detached garage,
Yeah.
basketball goal. You
Right.
manufacture shit in America.
We got 2 high
right,
fantasy
keep
flicks
dreaming.
here. Yeah. Dream on.
We are living in some high fantasy land movies. All right, so
Coin it.
So do we have a single
No.
deal breaker? Tiebreaker in chat.
Negative.
They're like, no, you sort this out yourselves. You got yourselves
Yeah.
into this mess.
Yeah.
All right, going once to the coin. Going twice to the coin.
3 coins for the evening.
Yeah, we got some tight contentions here. All right, it's gonna be. It was heads taken last time, so I'm just going heads. Father of the bride, tails taken. Ready?
You're fucking it up now.
No, I'm not. I'm mixing it up. I'm mixing it up.
All right.
You gotta mix it up sometimes. Heads, Father of the bride. Flip it.
It's gonna be Qui-Gon Jinn's fucking old ass.
Oh, we can do a spinner. We can do a meditate. Okay, this is not a meditation podcast.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. Here we go. Flipping the coin.
You just think on it for a while, and it's like,
It's tails.
taken.
It's taken.
Taking tails.
I knew you shouldn't have
Taken.
fucking mixed it up.
Ah.
Taking your tail.
Whatever.
The coin has spoken. All right.
Big Fish versus Taken. I'm going Taken. Fuck Big Fish and it's stupid bullshit. He's a fucking bullshitter. And that's what you get when you bullshit.
See, I'm swapping out. I'm going Big Fish now. And we're going high fantasy. We're going high fantasy. We're going, let's get high and watch the fantasy.
Yeah. I gotta go Big Fish. I mean, Taken
Taken shouldn't even be this far in the bracket, but here
That's
we
what
are.
I'm saying.
You ain't
That's
wrong.
what I'm saying. It's like
How am I not wrong? You voted for it. What are you talking about?
I know. I didn't expect y'all to. Y'all know me. Y'all know
It's
me.
like, y'all should be better than this.
Y'all should be better than this. Y'all know me.
Well, you know what? I'm voting for it again.
I wasn't ready.
Voting for what? Taken or Big Fish?
Yep.
Okay.
Taken.
What? Are we going 2-2 again?
Ewan McGregor and his shitty accent.
It's fucked up. And his dad's a fucking liar.
He's much
Yeah,
better
his
at
dad
Even
this
in his
one.
shitty accent.
His dad's like, why can't you just believe my bullshit, son? I don't get it. He's like, because you're a fucking liar. He's like, come on. Just tell me
Yeah, but
one
It's not
truthful
about whether
thing.
it's true or not. It's about
He's like, I don't know you. And you're
turning
about to die,
into a
Dad.
big fish.
it's about yes.
It's
Except
about
in the bullshit you're
it's
born
about
with.
turning into
Yes.
it's
As a
about
matter
turning
of
into a
fact-
big fish. Got it.
As a matter of fact, now you're starting to get it.
It's
I
about
mean, he
family.
literally asked him,
It's a movie about
tell
family.
me what I saw in the witch's eye. Literally asked him, you tell me now.
This ain't how I die. I died doing
A bunch of heroin in the woods.
You're supposed to carry me down to the river.
All right.
He's in the fucking war. He's like, I don't die in this war. What do I
Chat
care?
just loves seeing that coin flip. So I guess that's what it's gonna be.
I tell you what, if the motherfucker that came up with putting a coin flip in Google is getting anything off of it,
Yeah, pay per click. All right. All right, Justin, which one is going to be heads? Which one's going to be tails?
We're going to top and bottom. Heads,
All right.
tails, bottom.
Heads, big fish. Tails is taken. All right. I was going
the
to
coin likes me tonight. Shit.
be.
It just goes back and forth every time. Fuck this coin flip.
It pretty much does, I think.
This coin flip is far too random for me. I don't
It's like-
know.
Heads, tails, heads, tails, heads,
Listen.
tails.
Semifinals all over again, huh?
I need some stability in my life, and this coin flip ain't it.
Well, I saw this coming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
These the best ones. It makes
I
sense,
mean,
but
yeah,
This is
Not
where it was
interested.
in my mind before we ever even logged
right.
on.
Yeah, I saw this coming a week ago for sure.
Right.
But now we gotta slug this out, guys. No more coin flips here. Somebody, we're
I'm going Big
we're
Fish.
not, if we have to
All
leave
right.
here bleeding.
I like both of these movies quite a bit. I like watching them both quite a bit. 3 Men and a Baby, I feel like had an entire extra part of the movie that it didn't need. But if you lop off everything that happened after they, send
I mean-
the heroin dealers to jail and
Yeah.
but the
Oh,
thing
yeah.
is,
If you cut out all 20 minutes of just like flat baby crying and the entire ending that it didn't need at all, which is like another 20 minutes.
the baby crying must not have even registered for me, bro. Like this shit's just like I didn't even.
no, there was too much. It has shit sound design. The movie has awful
Yeah.
sound design.
I was
And
like,
awful,
is that yours?
and it's
or
shot on a
mine?
potato. Like
Yeah.
it's shot on
Is
a
that-
cell phone from 1987, pretty much. It looks awful.
I just feel like Big Fish is like the quintessential dad movie. You know what I'm saying? It is a beautiful flick.
It is a
It's-
Southern dad movie for sure.
It is, and it's well told. It beautifully captures the catharsis of going through something like that, and the movie itself can be helpful to people. I just think it is the clear best picture of the night, personally. 3 Men and a Baby is fun. It's a great
Mhm.
movie, and I think it certainly deserves a number 2 spot.
All right,
However,
all right. Let me put
Go
it this way. I got a broader emotional response throughout the spectrum of emotion from Big Fish than I got from any of the rest of them.
Mm,
Like it wasn't just I feel bad here, I laugh some here. Like there was a little bit of everything throughout that fucking movie.
what are we looking at? Dance instruction.
I can't hear
Wow.
shit.
What we're looking. Okay, this is an audio podcast. Let's describe this. We're watching a Tim and Eric do da do do. They're doing like a silly dance. Okay, we can look at this as we hash this out. You're probably right, and I'm thinking about going with you, even though I've been championing 3 Men and a Baby because there ain't nothing wrong with second place on this show. It's like stiff competition out here,
That's the truth.
and second place. If 3 Men and a Baby was shot on film, I might be able to stick with it. You muted them. We got you.
Who's muted?
sorry, thank you.
Oh.
If it was shot on a real camera instead of a potato with like a hole cut in it,
It must have been shot on tape. There's no way around it. I've seen older movies that have better transfers than this. So let's say ass. So
The quality of the movies that I'm willing to watch and enjoy is just
yeah, I mean, I was just making my case for what I think should be the winner of the night. Like, I'm not saying you have to go with it. I'm not saying I'm going to be mad if you don't.
Oh no, I agree
we
with the
know.
winner. I just
Yeah.
I just find my reasons for it are different, and I'm the one that's always like, I don't know, was all right when everything was like filmed on a potato and they, rolled up a cereal box to put a funnel around a microphone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If I ever become like a billionaire, I'm going to spend tens of millions of dollars to recreate that apartment and fucking real life that they have in this movie. It's fucking sweet as fuck.
Dude,
And
that
it
bitch
would have
is-
taken 3 grown-ass men to fucking pay for that motherfucker.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
absolutely.
even in
Absolutely.
97 or in 87 shit.
It's a sweet apartment they got.
Yeah. Now that bitch was nice as fuck. Okay. All right. I gotta say, they were already hipsters with their fucking old timey telephone on the wall with the
Yep.
I'm
I thought that was pretty funny too.
just saying.
Original
What is this? The
hipsters.
fucking saloon?
Yeah, like we have 3 guys that are probably making 6 figures each. That then they need to afford that apartment. Like
It's like a penthouse apartment. It's
in like New
insane.
York, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And we're talking 6 figures in 1987 money, back when money had value. So it's not like today's 6 figures where you might be able to maybe pay your rent.
What's funny is the movie would not have worked if 2 of them didn't pretty much work from home, right?
That's
like the
also
architect
true.
guy has all this shit. He basically works from home, and the other guy's a cartoonist, right? If they're like, I gotta go to work, call child services, fucking get rid of this fucking thing, right? Like turn it into the system. Oh, we shipped that kid off. Sorry, Sylvia, long gone.
Yeah, that's the real thing about both of these movies. Like in real life, they would have just called like the police and turned that kid over to somebody. Like,
Yeah, foster home the same day. Just getting stepped on by like another kid and like kicking
yeah.
it.
In real life, it would have been some Oliver Twist shit up in there.
Sleeping on the floor.
You sleeping? Yeah. No, you can be homeless when you grow up, child. Homeless.
Should be
Rich
raised
people
by
ain't got
dogs.
time.
Oliver and Company.
Like,
Yeah.
we'll put a blanket
Okay,
on
now
the
you're
floor
getting
for
funny.
you.
I don't know. I wish I liked Big Fish, but I wish I liked it more. Like I can't think. Are there funny parts of the movie? I can't think of fucking any.
Oh yeah.
I can't think of none.
Well,
The
that-
guy's like
I
robbing
don't
the
remember,
bank.
but
He kind of goes with them.
Did you watch the movie?
it's more like an adventure.
Yeah, I did.
fantasy type
Can
of-
name one, bitch. Name one fucking funny part.
All right. When the giant leaned the house back up after the crooked ass door falls on him,
That is.
I
not
thought that
how
was funny.
construction Works.
he just has the giant walk over and "Meh." I mean, don't get me wrong, it was very Tim Burton funny.
Oh, I thought it
right.
was funny when the giant signed his life away to the unconscionable contract. That was hilarious to me.
that was kind of funny.
a knee slapper moment. Fuck it, I'm voting for 3 Minute Baby. Fuck that shit movie. You ever heard of an unconscionable contract? No? Here, sign here, you fucking giant retard. Fucking who cares? All right, that movie sucks. I'm voting 3 Minute Baby. I'm done. Done.
All right. Was Justin able to convince anybody else? What are you guys going with?
I didn't need convincing.
What are you going with?
3 men and a baby.
This guy's gonna coin it out. This is our most contentious episode ever.
This is the dad. That's the dad movie.
No. What?
And chat went 3 Minute Baby too.
Well, that's okay. That's all right.
Okay, and
Big
I'm
Fish
still
is
voting Big Fish. I don't give a boop.
No one
All
cares,
right.
but it's just not that good.
Movie of the
And
year,
it's gonna be-
1987.
I mean, it's pretty clearly a better movie. It's a better crafted movie. It's a better written movie. It's a better shot movie. It's pretty much a better movie all the way around. But
It's
you
just
can
not
vote
all
however
that
you wanna vote.
enjoyable. It's not all that enjoyable.
You can vote however you want to vote.
It's
That's
dreary.
It's a better movie unless you ask Justin.
You like Taken? What are you talking about?
What?
You
We all like Taken. We
What are you
just don't
talking
like it
about?
as much as other movies. And that's okay.
Exactly. So there we go.
Oh, yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh yeah. Hey, look, I have never once said, never
Did you hear
once
me?
has it ever been said, Eric, he doesn't like bad movies. Nobody has ever said that once. Never.
Yeah, if
That's
that's in
true.
vogue now. That's fucking like that's following the crowd now.
It's hot. It's hot. So hot right now.
I've
that's
liked
fine.
bad movies since you met me.
All right.
So, yeah, we're just gonna have to stop streaming on YouTube because there ain't no point in it.
Are we
It's
getting bots again?
Oh, it's been like 5 different bots just spam bot.
Good grief. Good grief.
So 3 Men and a Baby going undefeated.
You
The
can't fuck with
only
it.
one cleaning house. Number 1, 3-0. Straight cleaning up. Number 2 is Big Fish going 3-2. Followed by Taken going 2-2. This is definitely our most contentious episode ever. Like these numbers definitely don't lie. Number 4, Father of the Bride, 2-2. Number 5, we gotta say it's Big Daddy. I think we can all agree that Big Daddy's better than Father's Day. Can we not?
Yeah, because Father's Day is like
I
it's
mean-
the quintessential Father's Day movie, and it sucked.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was
honestly,
the biggest
I think-
meh.
Honestly, I think the way it reads works exactly fine in my mind because they're both lose 2 out of, you know what I mean? Just they both lose. Now, I don't like either of them that much. I dislike.
If I'm making a list, I would have Big Daddy would have been much higher, but that's
Yep.
just me. I think Father's Day gets the golden meh. Like, I don't think there's been a more middle of the road movie on a list. Like,
It is meh as a motherfucker. You ain't wrong. No, it is dead down the middle of the line.
Yeah,
Fucking money thrown at the wheel.
It suffered from its cast. You know, the cast gave you better expectations than you would have thought.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I was missing something in my life, not having seen Billy Crystal headbutt motherfuckers to sleep before. Just saying, I enjoyed that. I thought
Billy
that was
Crystal should have been in Taken.
funny. Dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. That would have won. That would have won the show. That would have won the show tonight. Billy Crystal in Taken.
Yeah.
That would have
I
been
feel like
it. That would have been.
He would have
it.
just went reverse psychology. You know what? Keep the kid. Who cares?
You know what? Keep the kid. See if I care. I don't care.
And then he just headbutt the fuck out of anybody that came around.
Yeah.
Then it's just an hour of Billy Crystal eating pistachios on the couch. Just fucking like
Yes, now.
some New Balance and some gray sweats.
we haven't.
I'm
we haven't
triggered
talked
by
about
shoe
that at
companies
all.
now.
What do we want to do
goodness.
next week? Do we have anything to announce?
What do you mean are we doing next week? Have we
It's
even
fun. It's
Oh, we did. That's right. It's planned out. That's why we didn't talk about it. We'd have to find the list here.
what even
pinned.
is it?
Pride.
Oh
What was it?
snap. Somebody wanna run down that list? Somebody got it
I was
pulled
trying
up?
to find it. My shit's not popping up for me.
It's pinned.
I
Yeah,
don't
no,
see
I'm-
it pinned. Maybe it's at the top. Maybe. Let's see. Oh, here it is. I got it. 6 Pride movies on June 25th.
Oh, okay. Here we are.
Hedwig and
Pride
the Angry
movies.
Inch
Yeah.
from 2001.
God, this is
2
a good
Wong
book.
Fu. Thanks for
everything.
everything. 95. Party Monster 2003. Kinky Boots from 2005. But I'm a Cheerleader 1999. And The Birdcage 1996.
Hell yeah, the Birdcage.
I've only seen one of those, but I'll give them objective viewings.
Man.
Hell yeah. Yeah,
So
this is
we're
definitely going to
watching-
be a bunch of new movies for me. I've never
Wow,
even heard of
really?
a lot of these movies. Some of them I have heard of and never seen. But the Birdcage is
I'm
going to
excited.
win.
Yeah, me too. I've already seen more than half of these, and 2 of them I've seen enough that I'm gonna save them to watch till last because I know those fucking movies.
Yeah.
Fucking Tu Wong Fu and Birdcage, bro.
If you can hear this right now, Birdcage might be too powerful. It might change.
You are not wrong,
Stay tuned.
man. Birdcage, that's a heavy fucking hitter, man.
We might have
kinda
to
feel like Birdcage.
Consider that this week as you're watching
Yeah.
these movies. Consider the fact that yes, Birdcage is wildly more popular and more fun, but
Birdcage
the other
and
ones
Tu
are
Wong
fun
Fu,
too.
Both, I kind of, maybe it's just me, maybe it's just my opinion. Birdcage and Tu Wong Fu, I kind of feel like are hitting with the same weight, but to me, I enjoyed the fuck out of both of them. I still
couple of
enjoy
them
the
might
fuck out
surprise
of
you.
both of them.
Yeah.
No,
Maybe. All right. So you heard it here, folks. We're doing Pride movies. Celebrating Pride Month next week on Film Heat. Hope to see you all then. This has been a hell of a time. Most contentious night ever.
Mhm.
It's a
hope
good
to
thing.
see you all next week. Yeah, it's a good thing. Definitely. We've been Film Heat. We will see you next week. Bye.